Hey, it's Rasputin from Role Playing. No, it's not. It's Caleb, the author of Red Markets, which is currently on Kickstarter. You are listening to episode 9 of the Brutalists, and thank you for your patronage. But if you like the game, please head over to Kickstarter and support it being made. So thank you very much, and enjoy the show.
Hey, this is Rasputin, Role Playing Public Radio. We're playing Red Markets with the Brutalists. In the last session, we got ambushed by, the machine, and Aaron nearly died. That was pretty much it.
Yeah, this is part 2 of the downside of subcontracting.
Yeah, so, we killed 5 of the 6 and let zombies have the 6th.
Yes, so you did face down the Brutalists. Luckily...
we are the Brutalists.
You did face down the machine as the Brutalists. Luckily, you found a group of traveling crusaders.
Luckily.
Sampling research.
I lived, didn't I?
Apparently I look like...
they could help Aaron, whereas no one else can. You are without will, all out of will points, and Aaron barely has any hit points left in his leg.
I've got 1 will left.
Yeah, and you are heading to go do some subcontracting for Gilf that we're clearing out a nursing home for Ivory Plains. So yes, you managed to get Aaron not dying, and then there was a chance to get some suppressant in the deal, but Tom chose not to do that.
Because, dude, no.
You could have sold it later on. I mean,
Yeah, but, ow.
Well, I mean, that's the whole
Though,
point.
yeah, I did get to totally look like Conan sitting on that chair.
Yes. It was all worth it.
I mean, it's worth 12 bounty for suppressing or something? I don't know, it's worth a lot.
It's worth a lot, because it could save your life if you're infected.
Yeah.
But dude, I got to see my fucked up blood, okay? Well, not my blood, what's in it.
Anyway.
And go through mind-blowing pain.
Do we have any more lakes to go through, or are we at?
No, you finally arrive. The Humvee smells like piss, sweat, and blood. It is...
How much bounty? How much bounty for a car wash?
Well, more than you have right now.
Yeah.
It was a long, hard trip to get here. So you arrive at Westminster Place. It is a large, star-shaped nursing home facility. And you see that areas of it have been fenced off in between as you circle it. So it is a gated community, but it is not a gate that a zombie could not get over. It's pretty small and easy to get around, but gates with concertina wire and fencing have been erected in between the spars of the nursing home, which appear to be quite large. So as you drive and circle the area, you see that one of those gated, fenced-in, hastily fortified areas is just crawling with casualties. There appear to be blood smears across the semi-truck parked inside that little enclosure. As you go around the other side, the other appears to be fairly sparse and underpopulated. There is a man sitting under a tent, writing in a notebook inside.
He's clearly a casualty. Let's waste him.
No, when I saw Buddha, I did not expect this. So,
let's see, does he notice us yet, or?
Yeah, he looks at you.
Yeah.
Wave. Approach.
Okay. We will.
Oh yeah, you're our face man. You go talk to him.
Roll up onto. Yeah.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
So he points you over. He opens up a fence.
Drive in, obviously.
Yeah.
Close behind.
He closes behind you. Yeah.
Thanks.
Hey!
Hello.
Hey, cousin
Hi.
fucker sent us.
Oh!
Yeah.
CF! You're the Brutalist then, right?
Yeah.
I know he was trying to get you guys.
Yeah, we ran.
That's us.
We were a little late. We ran into bandits. Killed them all, but you know how it is.
I understand, as long as you're good for the job.
Yeah.
Good to see him. Whoa! Whoa,
Yeah.
are you okay?
no.
Stray around. He's don't worry. He's stable.
I'm on monitor duty.
So, when are the rest of you getting here?
This is it.
Really?
Yeah.
Great!
Small crew.
That's really good.
Yeah. He's
Maybe
late.
it's-
I mean, we.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We may be a small crew, but we do the big jobs. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. So what's the
What's the sit? What's the sit rep here?
Sit rep. Yeah. What's
Anyway, I'm Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hey, Phil.
Hi, I do accounting for Gilf. And,
Field accountant?
they had me stay here. My name is actually Kyle. They called me Phil. They told me I looked like a Phil. And I wasn't in any position to say no, but I do some logistical work for them, and they left me behind. For when they send somebody, I'll have to go talk to Pastor Tomlinsonberg and tell him you've arrived and that you've taken over the job. We took a wash on this one, but it's not our problem anymore. We fulfilled our contractual obligations. So
what are we looking at?
I don't know. I can tell you about the facility, but
Well, tell us what happened, too.
Yeah, that's...
well, you saw the other side, right?
Yeah.
Well, look, what we do is... Can I just walk you through our standard procedure?
Sure.
Please.
Well, I used to build these things for the crash. What we got here is your standard SPAR-related nursing facility. High security inside and out. So, most of these places... Oh, I got the specs here. I made some printouts for you guys while I was waiting. So your standard SPAR nursing home is usually organized in these SPARs, makes scheduling nurses easier. You have a central nursing station to get people, not unlike various wings of a hospital, but they're usually hardened facilities due to some of the loopy ones trying to get out, a lot of indoor security. But then if you go on the high end, they double basically the square footage, so this is a much more massive facility, even though it's on one floor. And they double square footage, so you don't have the cramped rooms. You don't necessarily have roommates because you can buy single rooms like that. So basically, when you double the square footage, you can have something like assisted living apartments on a certain SPAR, various privileges. And then you can harden it on the outside, too, for people scared of, I don't know, all those hordes of granny robbers and old people murderers that apparently existed before the undead walked. I don't know what they thought they were defending them from, but this motherfucker's got plate glass, fucking bulletproof. It's hardened, because they don't want Granny to break a window and hop out, but they don't want exactly like the bars on the window aesthetic, if you know what I mean. So really, if you're looking for just secure facilities, as good as you can get. Clear sight lines, usually grasslands around for the elderly to stumble around. It's really just a marvel. And if you were looking at it from a top down, it's set up like an Italian Trace Italian for it. You've got kill zones in between all the windows, gun ports. It's really a prime piece of real estate. I had I'm surprised Ivory Plains hasn't get it before. So we did a standard airlock operation. We got our semis here. Those are sort of the decompression zones. We usually put those up against some low traffic area. In this case, they're mechanical buildings right next to where we rub them up again. Yeah, right there in the corner. You sort of get a kill zone, kill box. In case anything goes too wrong, you can dump some gas in it, light it on fire, and start again tomorrow. We fortify the areas pretty quickly with some quick erected fencing, and we usually just take our time about it. A lot of lures, a lot of weights. We usually wait till we can get everyone that's wandering around, then we go through and clear the rest. We like to keep it safe. But something went wrong, and
Were you here when it happened?
Yes, it was. I was on this side, thankfully. We really just heard the screams. We did these two spars. We were supposed to do the others. We did some basic lures. About 3 of our boys came out, screaming hard, shut the airlock hard, and we just heard the shrieking on the other side. We have video feeds running by our security suites in the other semi. We were going to go head across the roof, take them out, try and retake the airlock and start over. But our boys, they said the A word, and that's when we get out of town.
Can your security suite be accessed remotely?
No, we cannot. We have proprietary concerns about that footage, as that is part of our bottom line. There are some creepy people in the recession that like to see us do our work with the elderly. I don't go too far into it. They pay a premium. They want it to be exclusive. It's not my side of the business. I just look at the forms.
That's depressing. So we're just out of here. So we're at the surviving staging area.
Yes.
Okay.
And the surveillance footage is at the collapsed carport or the lost staging area?
The lost staging area.
All right.
The front is pretty standard. They have the carport for dropping the folks off. Pretty standard during the crash. If you had any kind of conscientious nurses at all, take a sledgehammer or something heavy to the supports of that carport, collapse it down on the front. You got blocking the windows, security doors all around. Not a single handle to be found on the outside with hard metal security doors. You're fine. You can sit it out until somebody comes to rescue you and they got bit, or until a vector crawls up on the roof. Sounds like a great idea. Pretty bog standard stuff. So the front's locked down completely.
Okay. The collapsed carport?
Yeah.
All right, so that we don't have to worry about that.
No.
Yeah, so that's...
We got the keys from the nursing station. Usually the first thing we go for on incursions are the medication. It's expired, but,
Some of it's...
people are pretty desperate.
Yeah.
So we could probably take the outdoor path and go.
So our job is just to clear the building itself. We don't have to worry about the outside ones or the ones in the fence too? Or is it just getting rid of the aberrant?
If you can get them out of the building, that's really all you're contracted for if you want to do letter of the law.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we cleaned a ton. We pulled a lot of bounty off this place, just not to make up the men we lost.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Cindy went in even after we closed the airlock, said she was going to get them all. Haven't heard from her again. She was one of our best operatives. Just a huge loss in human resources on this.
Cindy, she was just one of your frontliners?
Yeah, she was real good. Former nurse. Did it for the love of the game. She was in it to make them stop suffering. She was not into...
Was she a latent by any chance, or immune or anything?
I don't know. She wasn't latent.
Okay.
We got those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no prejudices.
Well, it's risky. I'm just saying. She was very...
So, Kyle, question. What are we looking at on the inside? You said that you've cleared the 2 spars. Have they been closed off, or is there a chance they've been repopulated?
Well, we kept the spars open. Basically, it was our first full day incursion. We did a lot of banging, played a lot of death metal, a lot of stuff to attract with noise, some heat. They seemed to like that. We still don't know how they track. Brought them into the airlocks and the semis. Then it was very much just open the port, stab, shoot who you can from the top. Pretty standard operating procedure. We had pulled the bounty from them, done everything we could. We were going inside. We cleared out the nurses' bank, and then we were going from room to room. And that's when it started. The boys were pretty shaken up. Said there were hundreds of them. Said they were everywhere. Said they were all vector fast, and said there was a cloud that followed them. Some sort of tentacles were mentioned. I don't know. They were talking nonsense. We didn't have this. We kept the food. They kept the electronics in the other one.
Okay.
So we were basically the larder.
Okay, so
We have ladders up to the roof. We ran the food across to them. Got our orders across the roof, plus through our radios. I just heard screams and nonsense. Ratchet, that's what we call it, Cindy. She used to work, nurse.
Yeah, nurse.
Right.
Yeah. And you know how it goes.
yeah.
My name really isn't Phil. Anyway, she went in after him. She was going to get her boyfriend or something like that. She had some hot shit plan to get them all. Said she'd seen them before, but I haven't heard from them since.
Okay. Can you give us the passwords for it? We're going to need that surveillance footage. So when we get it, is it going to be password locked or anything?
No, the footage is at a higher security clearance. I can get you the footage. That's pretty baseline, off the rack operative level stuff. So yeah, you can have that.
Okay.
It's just that getting there, you got to get into the semi.
Right. But we don't have to hack it or anything.
No.
Okay. So
Just making sure.
We pulled the bounty off of everyone alive. There's not that many over in the staging area, but I don't think those are the ones they'll talk about. I see rips and tears in the side of the semi. That's steel. I don't know what did that.
Panic fire or something?
It could be. There was certainly a lot of gunfire. We got a couple in over the roofs, but nobody could tell me anything was going on. Just that the airlock was bleached. I mean, we don't play heroes. We don't try to take anything back. Someone goes down in a section, you leave the section. That's standard operating procedures. You boys know how to do that.
Right.
There's really just the 4 of you.
Yeah.
So, well, 5 if you count our documentary. 1.
4 of us.
4 of us. Yeah, he's a passenger. It's just us.
Oh, you got a film crew?
One main film crew. So,
Yeah.
Look, if you can get a good clear shot of one of these motherfuckers, I say you hightail it out of there and call it a day. I mean, you're not going to be billionaires, and we're certainly not going to pay you. But you could sell that, maybe offset your costs, maybe live to fight another day. These things aren't real to most people out here. Hell, I'm not sure I believe it. You remember all the shit you heard in the crash of people going wrong.
Yeah.
Half of it's nonsense and panic hallucinations. I was part of that. Like, it's what fear does to you. But if you can get one of these weird ones on tape, like, we can give it a name, you could sell that to a scientist, you could sell that to Recession News. Hell, I'm sure DHQS would buy it just to keep it off the grid. Like, you could do that and call it a day.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, not much for your reputation, but if there's 4 of you, we usually don't roll into a home this size with anything less than 35.
actually, Moss probably could use that too. Keep up there.
Yeah, but who cares about those hippies? Fuck them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're in it for profit, not for goodwill.
Nah.
Anyway, so
They make me wear this necklace of ears. They say it's about branding. I don't know.
I thought those were fake. They look.
No, they're definitely real.
They're well preserved.
Casualty?
Yeah, we have a whole team.
Wow.
They're really diversified.
I didn't know they had taxidermy.
Your team building exercises are weird.
All right, so why don't we take over then? And Phil, thank you for the information.
Yeah. Are you waiting for us
Kyle?
to evac, or are you going to go out on your own?
No, I got a bike.
Okay.
Uh,
Godspeed.
Like a bicycle?
Is there anything else?
yeah, I just got.
Oh wait, generators. Generators, electricity, power. What if we need to turn something on in there?
The basic core functions are in the back of the. If you want to think of it as the head. The collapsed carport is the butt. That's the head of it. Where the kitchen facilities are. They tried to keep as much maintenance and functionary stuff around there.
So
it's also access to the sewers. That's where most of the generators are. They did have emergency generators. There should be gas in there somewhere. That's one of the things our teams were setting up when things went pear-shaped.
Okay.
So in case.
But okay, so it was intact, but now we have to go and turn it on if that's necessary.
Yeah, as far as I know, nobody went back there.
Okay. All right. Thank you for your time.
All right, good luck, you boys.
Yeah. All right.
So Phil gets on his bike. He waits for you to open the gate.
Yeah. And then we close it right behind him.
Yeah, he goes, ding, ding, ding.
Godspeed to you, Mr. Herman.
Just in the future, never talk about the malls to outsiders. We don't want anyone to ever think that we associate with them at all. Because again, the whole thing about, we gave the malls information that the government would kill us if they knew.
Okay, well, I'll
So
say
don't say, like, oh yeah, we love the malls. They're great. No.
in this case, the red card.
They're
I'll
crazy
lean over
ego
you to say that.
terrorists.
So
Because the important thing to keep in mind about a covert operation is keeping it a secret.
Yeah. That's
Well,
why
in
we
this
were
case,
attacked
sorry, I
by
was actually-
bandits and not the machine.
and to
Exactly.
retcon that, that's something I was actually leaning over to say to you.
Okay,
So-
well.
Anyone else getting a horrible feeling about this?
Well,
Aberrant? No.
I was actually I had the horrible feeling ever since the cops tried to murder us. So it's
there's
been
that.
pretty much ever,
Yeah.
and with the crazy doctors, I mean, it just hasn't stopped. It's kind of the new normal.
Still hurts when they jab
so,
me.
so
You should have. I still think
speaking
you should have
of
been
crazy,
hurting
horrible
more.
feelings,
That's
okay,
impressive.
the one said that there were hundreds, but I'm looking through this map that Phil Kyle printed out for us, and I count 78 beds. So that means
This is one story, right? This is it. Okay.
yeah, it's all one story. There's
But
not
it's
a
bigger
second story.
than it's a standardized blueprint, but it's made much larger. So it's one of the bigger homes in that it is massive. The rooms are large, they're like small apartments.
So the map that we have has 78 beds. How many does this actually have then? If this is 78...
About half that, because nothing's a two-seater.
Okay, so 39 beds.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if there's 39 beds, figure that even if this is one of the higher-end nursing facilities, it doesn't pay to have more than 5 or 1 per 5 on the caregiver to elderly ratio. So based on that ratio, 39, round up to 40, we should have maybe 60 at the most if we manage to hit right in the middle of shift change when, the crash hit. He said hundreds, plural, multiple hundreds.
We can safely assume that this, I mean, it didn't
Well,
happen
you do know
instantly.
that this is a facility near the megachurch's gated community. So people could have gone here during the crash.
No, this was
people could have holed up.
any
It has
port in a
food.
storm.
It is basically set up like an Italian fort.
How many? There is a parking lot nearby, right?
Yeah.
How many cars are left in it?
There are, you can't really tell. Like, most of the ones that are left are gutted. Like,
Well, yeah, but we could still,
We could still look and go,
was
that's
it
a car
packed
wreck.
or empty?
Or does it look like they were just stalled cars on the side?
well, I mean, if they gutted it, maybe if they still ran, they took the car.
Oh, okay,
you know what I mean? Like, it's 5 years after the crash. There's not...
Well, if
Another
I was
zombie
making-
movie assumption that I'm trying to attack is
Right.
that the post-apocalyptic stays the same.
Yeah.
And
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just kind of figured that all the cars would be.
What we were trying to figure out is, all right, how much of that hundreds is hyperbole?
Your math is good.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm after. Is,
Yeah.
Are we looking at 80, are we looking at 100, or are we looking at 1,000? Because if it's
You
1,000...
saw casualties, but it was not like wall-to-wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
So-
But we can get up on the roof, right, and walk over to the other
Yeah,
side.
he's got ladders.
Yeah.
so we can get
So
up
we
on-
should do that first and just
And
sneak
I'm
up
also
on there.
thinking that if we can get to that... You're thinking go to the lost staging area
Well,
and
first,
see if we can make it retaken.
sneak up on the roof. There's no sunroofs or anything or
Skylights.
There are.
There are. We can avoid those, though.
Yeah, you don't have to, like, they're not invisible.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, I didn't know if there were any that would totally.
I
block
really
you.
love traps.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But I'm not that bad. It was the tinted sunroof.
What is there? Imagine a line of skylights that we.
Well-
No, you can get across.
All right.
Oh, when you say
much
skylights, I'm
rival
also
at this
thinking
point.
intelligence, because
Yeah.
we can peek down into the room, see how many there are.
Exactly.
still down
So
there.
yeah, this is basically like the dungeon crawl portion of Red Markets. I give you a bluey. You figure out how you want to go
Ross,
out. There's intel over here. There's a door inside over here. This is your airlock.
Okay, Ross. So who gets on the cameras while you go unlock the security door? Wait for the manager to come out.
Right.
Well, I'm tech, but also I'm Al. So
Yeah. He's.
You also have Jean,
Yeah.
the filmmaker, and you have a drunkie.
Yeah, we do have a drunkie.
Oh yeah.
But you are a
we
little
actually
down on
we
a
haven't gotten our
hall.
quote for today, so
What?
we haven't gotten our quote for
gosh.
today.
Well, it just happened.
God, we're minutes in.
Yeah,
Blue
literally.
Week hasn't said anything.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I'm
at
so
least 20
invested
minutes
in the fucking narrative.
It can't be a narrative without the drunkie.
We need the Ludwig.
Jeez.
I got a fever, and the only cure is more Ludwig.
This building is like a book. Its architecture is the binding. Its text is in the glass and sculpture.
It's a depressing ass book, Lou.
Damn. That's not your best moment. So
Architecture is inhabited sculpture.
There we
I
go.
think we've heard that one before.
Maybe.
He has a limited dictionary. Come
Yeah,
on.
pull his string again.
Spin that dial up to something else.
All right. Anyway, what are you guys doing?
I say we go up on the roof, scout it out, and check out the lost staging area, figure out how we can get the footage with a minimum risk. That's the first thing. We need intelligence. Figure out what the fuck we're dealing with.
And if it,
Yeah.
and if at least at the staging area, if it's kind of protected, I could stay there and kind of guide you.
Well, you obviously stay behind to watch the area.
And totally nothing about your leg festering.
What else is
bring
left
you in
back?
when it's
So, did they take everything with them? Did Phil and the others take everything with them? Is it just the ladders that are in the staging area, or what else is in here?
They scripted. They left the semis.
Okay.
There's a gore all over the inside of the semi, along with a large reinforced door facing the building.
Okay.
You also notice that the areas underneath the semi where anything could crawl through has been sandbagged up to the roof so that nothing can get through the gaps, basically, to where it didn't go entirely flush against the building. It is exactly what he said. It's an airlock. Like, if something breaks out, you can shut it off.
Right. Okay. But that's it. The ladder's in the semi, and it's the trailer, not the truck, obviously.
Yes.
Okay. No free truck.
No free trucks.
But that's it. So.
Well, there is a free truck on the other side that's full of casualties. We'd have to get the zombies off of it.
From what can you tell is left around, this is where they kept, you notice, like, crumbs.
Yeah.
Appeared they had partitioned it, apparently, with another reinforcement on one side. They kept, quickly erected fencing and concertina wire. You can notice the scratches, some crumbs of food, some empty wrappers. So this was the food, whereas the HQ was on the other side.
Okay, so there could be stuff we could loot
Empty
over
raptors.
there. I say the three of us.
It's okay.
Let's see. Is everybody else's stealth at 2?
Mine is.
Sneak. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I mean, you.
No, actually, mine is at 3.
Well, technically, you can move without penalty, right? So you can.
Well, no, I still have my toolkit. I have not bought back the noisy. It's still noisy though. That's the problem.
Well, you don't have to take your toolkit.
It's sentimental though.
We're just going to check it out. I have a toolkit.
You know what else is sentimental?
If you have Ubix, somebody could TACnet with him. He can coordinate.
I do have my Ubix.
And if you have Ubix, you can plug them into whatever and
And actually, I was
plug into
All
whatever
right, so
they
you'd
have.
be on standby to pull the footage off. So the plan is for David.
Well,
to
also, if
get
they have footage, that means they pulled cameras. So if the cameras still have charge left, if they went into sleep mode, you can remotely activate them.
And actually, somebody else can take my camera because it's a harness. It has no weight on it, and it has. Let me check.
You can also take Sean.
the crazy cameraman.
He's not crazy.
Oh, he's just
He
traumatized.
went real safe.
Yeah, and it has night vision on it too.
No,
so
he should
there's
stay there
dark.
with Aaron as out of character, red shirt, for Aaron to shove in front of anything.
Yeah, NPCs don't do well in our group.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is not.
We're not going. We're just getting the footage. That's the only.
He's not the meat
objective
shield,
of
but he's also
So-
Paycheck. We don't want to take Paycheck into the place where he could get damaged.
this.
10 bounty.
If we get his cameras, that we could probably get 10 bounty out of him. So.
Oh damn!
Ross knows how to play the capitalism game.
So the three of us will just. This is just a recon to get the footage. So the three of us go up the ladders, sneaking all the way to the lost staging area to. And well, I'll make a foresight check to figure out what sort of difficulties I'm not thinking of right now for this mission. 13 over 5.
For Foresight, you're doing a pretty good job, you think.
Okay.
Anything that went Vector, it happened a couple weeks ago because you guys didn't take the job immediately, so the
Right.
torpor would have set in by now. It's really just the whatever the fuck killed all of them is the problematic part.
Well,
Not just them, but there's also the case of Ratchet. Is she still in there?
Probably not.
I don't think
She probably.
she's probably not still alive.
She was experienced. What was her plan?
Yeah.
That
If
might
we
help.
might be able to find her with a bullet in her head, locked in a closet with, here is my plan in blood. Like, thanks, Ratchet. We'll just take a photo of that and read it in our camp. And then use it. And take credit ourselves.
something
They do little puppet
something I've
theater
also
fight,
been
it's
thinking
like,
about.
I should go in there on my own.
Yeah.
I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
All right, so we're
Well-
going up with this.
Well, when you get down there, though, and this is when you're able to, possibly see if you can find any oxygen tanks or at least the masks, if you can, because from what he told me, he said there was a black cloud following some of these aberrants, correct?
Okay, well.
That's a possibility of spores.
Right.
Or some sort of other cloudborne pathogen that might be airborne pathogen that might be following them or producing from these aberrants.
Yeah.
Smokers.
Well, those masks are all contaminated because they've been in here for 5 years, and the oxygen tanks would have probably
Become dangerous.
after 5 years.
Or at least something if we can find it. So.
Anyways, the three of us are just sneaking over to the lost staging area via the roofs.
All right, roll sneak.
All right.
Oh, who's wearing my camera?
Tom.
I am
8
not
over
sneaky
7.
this time.
I got 11, 10 over 2.
10 over 9, or 9 over 10, so I didn't
Yep.
make.
You did not make?
I do not make.
We're also separated from each other. We're not like bunched up together. So if one
So
person
David's
fails-
clearly on his own.
Yeah.
So, some of the gravel slips underneath your feet. You hear it go tinkling down into the bottom of one of the broken skylights. You go crashing through and die. No. You can see sort of the nursing station. You see numerous pill bottles scattered all around the floor.
Max Payne.
Streaks of gore and disgust all over. It appears hastily abandoned again. Freshly disturbed dust. You see tracks. But nothing stirs. It's real quiet down there.
Nick Nolte has left his summer home.
Maybe this thing, whatever it is, was layering in the sewers because they said they were going to maintenance, and that's
Maybe this thing killed the casualties.
Well, that would be novel.
I would, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe this thing is not.
Well, it
at
certainly
Atlas.
kills people too.
Yeah, so let's keep moving,
Okay.
just in case it hurt me.
All right.
So you get to the edge. Everyone roll self-control.
So for
Except for Aaron.
I'm good.
I just see you on a screen.
I failed.
1 to trauma.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It went very bad. So you see where the door to the entrance has been bent outward. Where you see what happens. You also see that the little fans at the top of the semi, so the people unloading don't suffocate, have been ripped and bent outwards, and the metal is frayed around, covered in black ichor and strands of something. You can also see the second door past the partition, because as you were talking to Phil, their semi was half airlock, half food and carry the fencing. This other half was basically the HQ. You can see what happens. The airlock got breached. The men inside started screaming, and someone locked it from the outside. You see what's left of arms and gore hanging out from the thin gap where the chain held, and they died trying to break out. And then whatever was stopped in there came out through the roof anyway and got everybody else. There's some 1 or 2 or 3 elderly casualties roaming around. Most of them seem to be former gilf takers that could not figure out how to get up the steps back to the semi, or didn't go that way. You see a couple wrapped in their own concertina wire, eternally thrashing after you, caught, suspended, bleeding in the middle of the air. But it went real pear-shaped. They are roaming around down there.
How many?
That's an awareness check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I make 10 over 8.
Yeah, I make 2.
Let's do some math.
You see 9
Okay.
outside.
Outside. So if we wanted to secure this, we'd have to kill 9.
So you can't really see what's under the semi. You can't really see what's in the semi.
Okay.
You can't really see what's in the building. The semi's door is open now, so anything could come walking out. So,
Okay.
I think first order of business is clear this, because we know that there's 9. If we clear that 9, that's 9 less that'll be on top of us when we check under and in.
Yeah, and there's probably still bounty on them too. So, Tom, you don't have a silenced weapon, do you?
Hammer.
Okay. Well, if you want to jump down, and
I really don't.
okay.
You've also got Tom. Don't you also have rifle?
It's an assault rifle with no silencer.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So,
just open up. You'll be fine.
Caleb, helping or hurting?
Dude, he's the GM. What do you think? Well, he's the market.
He's the market, so hurt it.
No, he's wanting us to go goofus really quickly.
Caleb, what you're suggesting is that he should jump into water and punch that shark in the face.
Punch that shark.
Even he had a knife.
Yeah, even he had a knife. Yeah. Let's be fair. He had a knife.
Come on, Aaron. Not everybody gets to be immortalized like that.
Yeah. And you'd inflicted some damage on the shark.
Look at the art that it's made.
Yeah, but still,
Anyway.
that's immortalized at least in a Darwin Award.
I didn't bring it up. Anyway, so yeah.
I guess Dave and I will take precision shots until hopefully.
You don't have to roll. Just spend the charges.
Okay.
Oh, that's never good.
Well, they're just normal zombies. Like we can take our time.
Still, that's never good.
Wait, okay, is it anyone? Do the normal
Okay,
zombies
there's
actually
9.
just
I'll
regret
spend
that
5.
we're just normal zombies, man? Nothing special.
Let's see here. Actually, let me spend 5.
Maybe that's what all that
I
groaning
can
and stuff is.
spend a refresh and refresh my handgun because I'm at 5. So
Okay.
you just spend 4. So
That works.
I have 3 refresh left. So
I still think they're not mindless.
and
All right, now roll your shoot check.
okay. Yeah, I make it.
It was one shot, one kill for you. Good job. Roll
Yeah.
your shoot check.
I make it.
All right, you're fine. One shot, one kill. You're professionals.
Yay!
Oh yeah, this is it's like the prison scene from.
You hear silence,
From Walking Dead.
gunfire in the distance. Yep,
But no screaming. So
no
we're fine.
screaming.
So by the way, are you doing that? Along with it,
I can't see
And the camera guy's like, "Stop doing that! I can hear it too."
is he filming?
Like Chris,
fuck
it's
you.
like Chris
This is
Pratt
fuck
during
you.
Guardians of the Galaxy and tell
No,
him to
he
stop
says he
making
doesn't want to get out of the.
sounds.
He doesn't want to.
No,
get
he's
out.
filming. It's a safe,
Yeah.
enclosed area without anyone shooting at him.
So basically, is that? Oh wait, so I'm not going to be in
And
danger.
the Humvee smells like piss and blood.
Yeah, he's
So-
filming me as I'm recording what's coming off the GoPro.
He can do it. He can do a little. He can be useful. He can clean it up, get out all those bloody bandages and gauze and shit. No,
You don't pay him.
Okay.
He pays you.
All right. I'd be well for his own.
Shed a grip.
Also, he was just kind of completely disassociating.
All right. So where? Do
So
we,
there's the top of the semi. That's the closest drop. The ladders are gone
okay. Are
for
they
obvious
not?
reasons.
They took him with them. Or
They knocked them down
Okay,
because
they
the people fleeing didn't want to die.
Okay.
So those are on the ground. So basically, you can try and jump all the way down, or you can jump on the semi first.
We will.
Jump on the semi.
You will jump on the semi first. We will cover
Why?
you because you're latent. And if there's something scary in there, it'll attack you, and you won't immediately
Oh, I'm
die.
expendable.
No, we will immediately die if we're attacked, and also become a threat to you. You will just take wounds.
No, yeah,
This is your job. This is what you signed up for.
Malleus,
Mr. P90X.
you've
Exactly.
been- yeah. What are you going to do with that sledgehammer? Just say harsh words to them? No, you're going to rip its head off.
Exactly.
That's why we send you in first.
I don't know. I still think you're looking at me as like send Mikey in first. He'll eat anything.
Well, I've been
I
questioning some of those.
want you to tell me that I'm a valued member of this team.
You are
You are a
extremely
valued member of this team.
You're more valued.
Now jump into that pit.
It's like you're a valued.
Now jump into hell.
Yeah.
It's like we value as a friend. Now go jump first.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's like a bell run.
Is there no way to ease himself on there?
No!
Well, I don't know how far the drop is. Like,
No, it's a big hollow metal crate.
So
But if it was like if he lowered himself down to where the job. Okay, I'm just asking.
Since here comes the drop.
Hey, remember Aaron's favorite term? Go big or go home.
Okay.
You all wait and...
Yeah, it's like just.
do we hear that from our side too?
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, it must have been Malleus.
Nice.
Only he's that heavy.
Do we have radio communication with each other?
If you want to spend a charge, yeah.
Yeah, is it worth the charge? Is it? It's
So-
worth the charge.
So,
You don't have to spend a charge every time you say anything, but if you spend a
okay.
charge, you can talk for this.
all right. So actually,
Pay for TACNET, you bastards!
Might as well.
I'm owed! I'm owed so much!
Okay.
Nice.
There's another pencil over there.
All right, well, I looked at it. Yeah, one of those.
there's like a pencil box and pencils.
Oh,
It is literally a box of
fine.
So go.
I wanted yours.
That's a reference.
Okay, so
Yeah.
pause for like 10 seconds just on the roof. Like,
Fine run
I guess
communication.
we're all doing
just
the
look
same
over.
thing.
Nice.
Well, you're doing that. We're doing this. We're just pointing the guns.
it's like,
All right,
it's like, hey guys, if shit goes down, please try not to shoot me.
Okay. You have Kevlar.
Yeah, I know, but please don't. Just try not to shoot.
Of course not. That's a waste of mana.
So after 10 seconds,
All right.
I'll lean over to one of the ripped out holes and peer down.
All right. Do you have any kind of medical skills?
You have first aid.
I don't.
You don't have first aid? How can you not have first aid?
By not putting points into it.
Oh, God.
He's doing it really well. It's a great strategy for not having points in it.
It's a bold strategy.
How? You expect us to...
There is just like this sickening black shit just hanging in strings. You can kind of recognize the decayed flesh of casualties in there, but it's just this ropey, just garbage. Yeah, it's just disgusting.
Biological garbage.
Apparently, whatever came through here shredded itself on the way out. To do so,
is anything moving in there?
no, it's pitch black. There's lots of smells moving upwards into your mouth and nauseating you.
Actually, spending a charge since he's looking and he has my harness, I have night vision on it.
Okay. Yeah, well, if you spend a charge, you'll let you see night vision.
Hey, and Aaron has first aid.
He can, I can't.
You have to, Aaron, make that check. You specifically asked to be the guy. Like, I'll be your...
No, I don't
guy
have
with
first aid.
You don't...
You don't? How do you do that?
I can see
Wait,
and I can relay.
You didn't put points into it, right?
Oh, God.
Is that how you got it?
That's what references are for.
I can relay back because we're in communication.
All right, yeah, so you can see it with the night vision.
Somebody make a first aid check then.
You see it is a charnel house down there. Make a self-control check. He got to stare into pitch blackness. You get to see in
green,
full-blown, found footage horror movie vision.
Dude, we should say...
Oh, Wreck. You love it. So, yep, that's a 9 over 5. So,
yeah, I mean, intestines, you see a shoe, blood everywhere. You don't think a lot of people got turned if they were caught in the airlock.
They just pureed.
There's not much left.
Nice.
Okay, this is new, guys.
Is it?
What about this ropey shit here?
So look.
New? You mean there's a new one in there? A fresh one?
No. Like, there's nothing.
No, it's just kind of something else here. David, you have first aid, don't you?
Yeah.
Porting it over to his UVEX specs.
All right, spin a charge.
Yeah, incoming disgusting footage.
Oh, this will be lovely.
I thought I asked you, to say you should get first aid so, you can treat yourself. We can just give you a first aid.
Yeah, but
Make a self-control check.
But I spent it on other things, Ross.
I'm good.
Damn it.
All right, roll first aid.
Yes, that is 5 over 1.
It's definitely not human. You can tell that much. It looks like blight sinews, but if blight sinews are the wiring in your iPhone, this is like an industrial strength power line.
Nice.
Very thick.
Very
looks like it'd be hard to break with tension. It had to be cut on this. Just real thick cords of it.
Guys, I say we nuke this place from orbit.
Nukes are
With
expensive.
what?
Also, we don't.
Also,
have
not your job because they want this place.
Yeah.
So setting it on fire
is the one option.
is not going to get you paid.
Yeah.
And also, the only bomb that we can create is out of baking soda.
You
and
realize
vinegar.
why every planes want this? It is basically a fort. It's on their front doorstep. It has clear fields of fire. It is well fortified. Lots of
And it's room for
visibility.
expand.
It is ideal real estate.
Yeah.
But, there's an unholy monstrosity in here.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Too bad we don't have a law rocket or something.
That would set the place on fire.
Not necessarily.
Doesn't it?
That would make the place explode.
Not the entire place.
Just what it was
Our
fired
wall
at.
isn't that big. The blast radius. Yeah. It would one room would be a valid sacrifice to secure the fortress. They could fix one room.
I didn't say a Moab.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not ridiculous.
Exactly. I wish we did have a wall rocket launcher, but because we could sell it, I could retire more quickly, and I could stop having to do this job.
Dude, if we had a Moab, we could all retire.
Yes, this is true.
We should go look for a Moab sometime.
No, we shouldn't, because will probably get killed trying to sell it or steal it.
This isn't like selling the real dolls.
Yeah. Yeah, those help the community. Moabs are just destructive.
All right, what are you doing next?
Where's the footage? Where's the footage exactly?
So it's on the far side. So they cut off one portion of the semi and fortify it.
Okay.
You ever seen Ghost in the Darkness where you have a lion trap?
Yeah.
You make one where you can sleep, and then the rest of it's just to trap the lion. It's like that for zombies. So it's on the far end, past the breach.
Okay.
Tom has to go there. Tom, go to the lion's trap.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Tom, go grab the line.
We're still covering you.
Yeah, we are.
Wait, we're going to find out that the entire thing is just lion. Oh god, it's Vector Lion. It's Togar,
Holy
you
shit.
motherfucker.
We just lure the lions in. Let them fight.
You're up on the roof, and all skylight.
Yeah. Shit, man, we could retire on that footage.
Leading the
Cannibal lions versus
They're gonna
an
be the hype man for it.
Yeah, that's... Oh, since 69.
You're 69.
All right. So Tom, Amalia should go forward to that trap so we can get the footage. Actually, hand off the Ubix to him. So
No, he's already wearing the harness.
okay, can that hook up to this?
Yeah.
We got a very convoluted.
You need the Ubix.
It's a camera. It's not.
Yeah. So you need he needs
Well,
the Ubix.
the camera is connected to the laptop, which is connected to the Ubix.
Yeah. Well, anyway, just
He
give him the
could
Ubix.
film the computer,
Yeah.
and you could see what was on the desktop.
We need the raw footage. Just hand it the Ubix. He'll hand it right back.
No.
But why does he need the Ubix though? Because
So we can hook it up to the. So we can
Oh,
Copy
download
the
footage.
GoPro. And as soon as he finds...
He doesn't want me wearing his Ubix because I'd be touching them.
Oh my god! I will give you a sanitary.
So do you want to let yourself down, or do you want to try and jump over the big flower of jagged metal and abyss and gore?
Or
I will
why don't you
avoid
go
that.
down there and go?
Thank you.
He can
That's,
cover you. I will stay on the roof to cover.
Well, you are
all-
high up if you jump over the big jagged.
All right, so David's going to go up.
Metal
And
and-
David's going to jump down to.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I'm still on the
And
roof.
we all
covering
like
them
once
up.
again. 10 seconds. I thought we're all looking totally professional here.
Now,
Clear.
is
It's
this
very
one of those semis
counter-striking.
that has the handholds that lead the way down, or not?
Yes, on the other side.
Past the floorette.
Yes. They put a cab entrance away towards the truck side, and the roll top gate is towards the facility. So those ladders are near where the driver is, not the back
Okay.
So those holes in the roof of the cab are how like if I found something on the roof to like some plywood or something to put over it, would they be
Yeah,
able to walk
that's
over?
fine.
Okay, so scavenge to look for something like that. All right. Yeah, 11 over 8.
Yeah, you find a piece of plywood.
All right, hand that down to them. You can walk over it with this.
That works.
You walk over it.
Yeah,
Like, achievement.
I'm not trying to be totally cheap. Like,
yeah.
you ever see John Carpenter's Vampires? Where
Yes.
vampire hunter is like, winch them out in the daylight,
Yeah.
let the sun do the work, and smoke a cigarette.
as they
That's your job every day. You don't want to be
I know the big fat guy like
Enjoy the barbecue, baby.
All right, so they get to the far side. They can take the ladder down, and then they can get into the lion trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
I'll be right back.
yeah.
All right. You go first, I'll cover you.
Of course, I go first. Yeah. I always go.
You're the melee. Of course you go first.
What the hell does that mean? I'm the melee.
You hit it with a hammer. Get in there, hammer.
You have a silenced weapon.
Yeah, which means I shoot it.
So silent. What you guys are doing as you Abbott and Costello of each other.
See, this is the greatest movie that has ever been made. So talking
I know.
back.
All right.
See, you can go from documentary to comedy maker.
So you get down. It appears that you've cleared the area out. There's not much left but gore. There's a few bodies.
Checking under the semi.
Nobody under the semi.
There was like one zombie like, oh, they looked up, like, you looked under here. Great. I had a perfect ambush. Wait, a zombie was talking. That was weird.
Yeah, so it's
That's your
clear.
aberrant.
You are down.
Okay, well let's go.
Oh.
I'll take point because I'm the
So
melee.
there's a broken open door near the airlock side, then what you assume to be a partition because you see pop rivets all along the side that are much newer than everything else. So that's apparently where they put the wall in to separate HQ from the airlock. Then there's the door to HQ, which is chained shut, and you see limbs still poking out of it.
Yes, yeah, we probably don't want to open that door.
So yeah, you could try and open the chain, or you could go through the open door into the airlock. Are you going down too?
Yeah, I'm already down. First, okay. Let's clear it front to back. Nice and clean, by the numbers. First, we start with the cab of the truck. Make sure the cab is completely empty.
Truck's not there.
Okay,
It's just a trailer.
Yeah, it's just a trailer.
makes sense. They drove off and closed the fence behind them. All right.
Feels like a Walmart. The trailers they can get more of. There's a lot of those lying around.
Yeah,
The trucks just drop them off, and then that guy goes off somewhere else.
makes sense. All right.
They're
so,
Furiosa.
Yeah, they're not missing. They're not short on semi trailers in the wasteland.
so
Almost as
let's
common as shipping crates.
Yeah.
again working from the front of the truck back. So let's start with the HQ.
So how are you going to get chain off? I mean, you got a big ass sledgehammer,
There is that.
or you could lockpick it.
Well, let me try to lockpick it first.
Criminality.
Criminality. Nope.
Nope.
Damn you, Master Lock.
That was my best hairpin.
Why do you... Never mind.
So, Malleus, I'm sure.
It's a lockpick that happens to hold my hair in place.
Right.
Let's try
Hammer time.
yours.
Yeah, let's try my lockpick.
All right, roll awareness.
And I'm going to step back to cover him.
Yes.
All right, you're swinging, and as you're swinging, you're like, why does it still sound like he's lockpicking? Because you hear more scuttling and scratching noises, and then the lock pops off, so you know what's coming.
It's like, actually like incoming. It's like incoming.
So you guys can both make an initiative check.
Sorry, I'm covering. What? I've got him spaced out. At least my character did.
So that's a 10 on mine, or 13.
Yeah,
So I'm still on the roof.
9 for me.
if you want to be.
Yeah. It sounds like I should.
So yeah, the lock pops up. So you realize that while some of those limbs got severed while people are going out, you see that as you open the door, there's like servers on the ground and tables and desks, and those appear to have covered people enough that they were just partially eaten and then infected. So a group of, let's see, 7 of them come pouring out of the door. They are somewhat discombobulated as they've been in a locked, dark room for weeks on end as they died. And you guys made your awareness check, so you stepped away from the little makeshift stairs. But you are both one shamble away, so what are you going to spend your turns doing?
I'm going to use my twitch action to move away. I can move my speed, right?
Yep.
And then use my action to snipe one.
Okay.
Just take a shot.
So your twitch goes off, all right, and then roll shoot.
Spending 1 bullet. And yes, that is a 7 over 2.
So the one that slides furthest down the stairs, you pop him in the head before he gets back up.
And I'm stepping back with him. It's essentially the same thing. They shoot until they get within range, and then I hammer.
So what's your speed?
My speed is 3.
And what's yours?
2.
All right, so they are 3 shamble away from Tom. Because they started 1 shamble away, and zombies go towards the closest. So, so they are you shooting?
No,
Okay, so you're just staying there with the hammer.
because once again we're still relatively quiet.
No, that works.
Could he have attacked and then moved back?
He could have.
But I'm just ready.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
he's
that's
gonna
an
see-
athletics once you get within melee range.
Okay.
You have to make a check. If you're
I
not
gotcha.
within a check range,
Okay.
you could just say, I'm pulling back.
Kowloon, can you reach them from here?
Kiting them is a valid and smart.
I do have a medium. I have a medium range pistol. I did get that upgrade.
Yes, you can see them from there.
All right, so I will snipe at them.
Now you're thinking like, I don't have to worry about this shit.
Critical.
Spin the charge. You
Not worried.
kill 2 of them.
All right.
Like it's like they're right
With the same bullet?
Like one.
Yes, one goes through one's head and the other. They are literally stacked up.
Did we get that on film? Because I still got the camera going. Did I catch that?
You were going. And then 2 of them were dead as you turned around.
Yeah, the GoPro's really not for,
Oh, on the other hand, though,
Oh, that should be a new upgrade for guns. Gun cam.
gun
Well-
cam.
There is a gun cam.
There is?
Deadeye's hack, yeah.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
literally a camera hooked to your gun.
Well, I thought that was only for you, but
well, it is for you.
It is, but you have to hook a camera to it.
okay.
It's just AR specs
Yeah.
being like, oh, wait, it's got lasers.
So,
I
question,
basically just made a smart link.
since I was staring at that as I backed away, did
Yeah.
I catch that one?
Sure, yeah.
Good. It's on film.
Yay. Actually, it's not because film doesn't exist really anymore.
Ross, it's on digital.
Dystopia!
Well, it's on video. It's digitized. Like that's the thing.
Fantastic. 18 millimeter.
I'm gonna kill you all.
Anyway, so yes, the zombies moved. They are now 2 shambles away from
So,
Tom.
but now
There
we're-
are 5 left.
4.
4 left. Yeah, you got 2.
Yay. It's coming from downtown.
So, you're up.
I'm gonna spend a turn aiming and shooting. So
So
basically,
you're on full offense.
yeah, just taking very careful aim.
So precision shot.
Yeah.
All right.
Pew.
And the gun jams.
Yep.
I'll let Mauve react how he wishes, but that's how I would react.
Oh,
it's the
but-
second time in hours.
Oh, pussy feathers.
You didn't talk about gun dealer of yours. Like,
Mal, you're gonna have to deal with this one on your own for a minute.
Right. All right.
All right.
we'll wait till I get more.
Kowloon gets his action.
no, that's a miss. Just a regular miss. though.
Yeah.
So, it's hammer time.
Yep.
This is your entire character concept.
Basically. Yeah, 10 over 4.
All right. So you're running up to get in melee range.
Yeah.
All right. So you run up and get in melee range. I'll say 2 shambles. That's within your speed, so you don't have to rush. So yeah, you just his head goes off of his shoulders
Like,
against the trailer and rebounds out.
PIDX.
Yeah.
Peanut EX.
But you are now within range, so you need to make a Twitch athletics check to get away from them. So spend an endurance, another endurance, because
Yeah, just
sledgehammers are not light.
No. Not like a trigger finger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so he runs in,
Pink.
hits one, and then moves back out. So they are now within smelling blood range, though. So it takes a full thing to get away. So you dodge, but you were still within range of them.
Okay. There's 3 now.
Yeah, there are 3 now. You guys need to do precision shots. So as he is now tangling with them with a sledgehammer, you don't want to just throw more rounds on downrange and hope.
Well, that is going to be higher.
Literally.
All right, so you're up.
Jammed guns. So
Yeah,
I have
so-
to spend the round on jamming.
So Ross is up.
Yes.
You pick one off from the sides.
Meh. Very heroic.
Stop. Hammer time.
All right, you're up.
You could go full offense and smash them both.
He's got to declare that before he rolls.
Full offense.
You're
Are
spending
you spending
endurance
any?
for both.
Are you spending any additional endurance? For
You can't do that on melee.
Oh, okay.
I was
Yeah.
telling you my own rules wrong.
Okay.
So trust me.
All right.
Now,
And that is 9 over 6.
All right, so the first one goes down. Describe it in all its gory detail.
I'm just gonna. It's the Gallagher. Just head is crushed and partially thrust down into the chest cavity.
Mauve suddenly finds himself very glad he's out of the smash zone.
Is this coming with all
Third row back.
You will get wet.
So is this Gallagher in his early days or Gallagher in his
All
bitter
right. The other one doesn't notice his friends down. He just sees a meal.
You
He comes right at you. So make your second roll. Hope you make it.
You're fine.
I totes do.
All right. How's this one go down?
Ooh,
Actually,
wait, go for the midway. You smashed him so hard that the head went ding.
No. It's like the hammer's stuck in that. I just reach over because my unarmed is the same as my hammer. So, dude, just totally go the mountain from Game of Thrones.
All right.
Crush the skull.
That's not how unarmed works, but I'm fine with it. There's only one left. Both of you make self-control checks.
Damn it, Tom.
Actually, do I have to make one because I'm
You know what?
watching the camera?
I'll say a camera is enough of.
But it's like right here, so it's.
Well, you're desensitized, though. I mean,
Actually, I can see that before it goes on. Like, I don't need to see that.
what's he doing to his head? I can't see up there.
I was like, is this something weird?
Until the fountain of black infected blood comes torrenting down.
Or worse, like, see the poor documentarist, if he's looking at the laptop. What's going on over there? Oh my god!
No, we're on the other side of the building, so he's fine.
All right, yeah.
He's
So
behind me.
they're down.
And recover the hammer.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Well, that was lovely.
Was it? Was it really?
Yes, it was. Just another day in paradise.
Maybe I'll find a towel somewhere.
Wait, so we have the
Uniform.
So that was just inside the lion strap. That was just inside.
It was in the HQ. They cut open the chain first.
Okay.
So both doors to the semi are open.
Well, if one of you puts up a ladder, then I'll climb.
Yeah, I'll get one of the ladders.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so I'll climb down.
So, hey, that was some good shooting there.
I know, right? I'm kind of. I sometimes I impress even myself.
We're a good team.
So far.
Like wiping my hand on the side of the trailer or something.
Yeah. So yeah, hook up the
There's
U-Bets
dead bodies
to the
right
server.
there. You could use the shirt. Just
Dude, that shirt is filthy. Look at that.
It's pretty fucked up in here.
Okay.
The electronics that aren't covered in horrific gore are smashed, are crushed, or various other things. You could get internal components, hook up hard drives, but it's not like
Okay.
plug port to make machine work.
Well, I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
So I'll need to get over there and take a look at it. So.
No, we can just bring it all over to you.
Yeah, you could tell them what to bring over.
Yeah, just
Okay.
bag the server. We've done this before.
Yeah, bag a server bag. If you put it in a double bag, it becomes indestructible.
Yeah, you can
All
throw
right,
it.
kneel down
You can throw
before.
it 5 stories down, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, Malleus, kneel down before that rack. I need to see what I'm working with.
Who's going in to get it?
Malleus.
Yeah.
Because it.
Is it still pitch black in there?
Yeah. It's not pitch. There's sunlight coming in.
Yeah,
It is
door.
afternoon, though. It's quickly moving on to evening.
Yeah.
You have been traveling most of the day.
Yeah.
So you look down. You hear the wind whistling through the semi. The gate is pried inward and up. Again, more of those ropey strings hang down from whatever ground against it. You see what appears to have been a small sliver of safety glass, just streaked in gore where they apparently weren't. And the wall has been just caved in. Again, more ropey messes of things. They just got flooded by something.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
And you stare into the blackened hallways of the mechanical room of what appears to have been so you're heading in at basically the corner there.
Here?
Yeah. So employees' entrances, there's fire exit.
Oh, this one. This
Yeah.
the little at the actual corner.
Yes.
Oh, here, like
at
here,
the actual
okay.
corner of the building. The door stands ajar.
Okay. Interesting. So there's more of those strands in the door?
On the the pull-up gate to the end of the trailer.
Okay, but not
that is rat inward, and so think like those bead doors you see in hippies' houses.
Yeah.
Only of.
But that's on the trailer, not in the mechanical.
The trailer, no.
Not in the mechanical.
Yeah.
All right. But there's no sign of movement or anything coming from inside the building?
No, it is very, very quiet.
Okay. Yeah, this is my hypothesis is this creature. Maybe one of the reasons why the aberrants, we haven't seen the aberrants because they have different habits. So maybe if they live underground or they prefer to hide.
You all know stories about aberrants, but you don't know what this is.
This is pure speculation.
Yeah.
But that would explain, like...
If you learn more information, you could, check the rumor mill, basically.
Right. So we'll get... While Malleus is doing that, we can safely loot bodies, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we will... David and I can loot the 16 that we killed in the two scenes.
There's no bounty.
Okay.
They didn't keep it on them for...
Oh, they all from Gilf? Or...
most of them are from Gilf.
Okay.
The rest are residents, and they're in nightgowns and stuff. When you pull bounty from a nursing home, you're pulling from the nurse's station.
Okay.
It's basically the loot box.
That's probably where they cleared out.
That's where they keep everybody's identification. It's where they keep all their medical papers. It's where they keep the employment information for the staff. It's where the staff usually keeps their stuff or their lockers. It's where they keep meds.
But there weren't any,
and then you plunder
family
rooms.
Members or employees that would have had them.
No.
Not in these 16. Okay. Can we make a scavenge check to see if they had anything useful on them?
Well, Phil did say that this end was the armory.
Right.
We might.
No, he said it was the HQ.
The HQ.
Yeah. It's where they coordinate communications.
Could we make a scavenge check?
Yes, you can make a scavenge.
All right. I ain't too proud.
That's a yes. 8 over 4.
Yeah.
You find one set of U-book specs. They're dead, but you could recharge them. They look still functional. So there's that.
You could spend your refresh on that, but or otherwise they're just loot. So yeah.
And you find one haul's worth of ammo for one weapon. So pick which weapon you want it to be.
I'm down to 2 hauls because I spent quite a bit on first aid kit. You're at 3, you said, or
I've spent 3, 2 on ammo, 1 on rations.
Okay.
So I could use it, or you could use it.
And I'm down to 1, but I'm probably not moving anywhere. So
what'd you spend it on?
It was when I was doing the shotgun for the last battle.
Okay.
So
any one of us could spend it. Just roll a die to see who gets it.
That's fair. So
all right, highest gets it. I'll use my black die.
2.
1.
2.
You 2 roll off.
1.
6.
Okay.
David gets it.
All right. So do you get back on the roof?
Yeah, we will get everything.
Yeah. I would say
Pulling the ladder up on the roof, so we don't have to worry about crazy spiders.
They probably would have done that before if there weren't things climbing up the ladder after them.
Fair enough.
Siege tactics and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking if that thing comes out again tonight,
They mostly come at night. Mostly.
we better make sure that door is locked, or whatever doors that we can close off should be.
Okay, yeah. If there's any intact doors that we can lock. Are there? Or are they all broken and busted?
You could try and move in and close the mechanical door that busted open.
Okay.
The trailer door is unsalvageable, but
Yeah.
the security door on the outside.
Okay.
And Phil gave you the keys that they recovered.
Is the mechanical door intact, or is it...
It looks pretty intact.
Okay.
It looks like something chased them and they didn't get it shut in
All right,
time.
lock it and, with the keys.
All right, who's going in to close it?
Oh. You. We'll cover you.
I know you will. Yeah, go in. Awareness.
Self-control. I'll let you see it.
Oh.
Is that a critical
That's a
failure?
big fumble.
That was great. Woo woo.
Damn it, Gil.
Take 3 to trauma.
What does that put you at?
Pretty much 1 away from crack.
So you're at 5?
Yeah.
No, that'll put you over.
Oh yeah, that'll put me over.
You want fight, you want flight, or you want frenzy? No, fight, freeze, or flight.
What is it? Can he at least know what it is before he decides?
Oh, I'll let him know.
Okay.
I'm going to narrate it depending on what he picks.
Okay.
Fight.
Fight?
Damn it, Rob. Damn it, Nom.
Sorry, fight, flight, or what?
Freeze. It's up to you.
Flight.
Flight. All right. You see the door to the mechanical room's open, so you can see part of the hallway from the inside where the room would open, and then you see a door. You see a room that the mechanical room opens into, and then you see the hallway on the outside. In the hallway on the outside, in the glimmers of light, you see a face from what appears to be on the floor peek out, just a lank, hair-glad face covered in gore. And then you see another one above it, and then another one above it, and then you see one from above on the ceiling look down. And it's getting kind of comical until they start crawling across the door, and you see just... It looks like you're... like something swimming in your eye, like something behind them just swirling and twisting around. And then they start crawling into the room like cockroaches after you've put a hole in a wall. Just ceiling, floor, walls. So you guys are looking.
Yeah.
You just see Malleus come sprinting back down. The door's wide open.
Yeah.
You just see Malleus come sprinting through the semi and out the door.
Running, escaping.
Yes.
Do I hear him over the radio?
You saw it.
No, my laptop was closed
You're,
before.
okay.
Why would it be closed?
Or I minimized the screen because I didn't want to see anything.
That's fine. That's fine.
Fuck it, I cannot take anymore right now.
Okay.
Screw you all.
So closing the back door. I mean, he comes out.
Malleus, make a self-control check to see if you remember there's a ladder there.
Yep.
You remember there's a ladder there. Get up it.
Going.
Athletics.
Matt, what the hell is wrong?
Yeah, no, you don't need to roll it. You get up to the top. You start pulling it up after you. Maybe it can't climb. They're still down there, but fuck that.
Well,
you
we
have to get
saw
out.
it. We were running.
Okay, you have to roll athletics to get
Okay.
on the ladder before Malleus
I'm
is
spending 3.
What the hell did you see?
I make it by spending 3. Shit. 1, 2, 3.
Or just move. Can't talk running.
13 over 6.
All right. You both get on the ladder. Make foresight rolls to see if you grab the laptops, the hard drives before you did.
Please.
I did.
Yeah. I failed by 1.
The only
Malleus
time-
is still running.
Okay.
Sprinting across the roof.
Mal,
We're running after him.
buddy.
Yeah, basically, like, if you see me running like this, keep up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, just running after him.
Make another. Do you want awareness or you want self-control? Do you want awareness or do you want self-control?
Awareness.
Roll awareness then.
Yes.
You remember where the skylights are. Good job. Jump right over those. You hear another boom on your trailer above you. Jean drops to the ground and starts screaming.
Calm down.
You see Malleus leap off the trailer and run towards the Humvee. He gets inside. He's starting the engine.
Not without
Malleus,
these
hold,
keys.
hold.
He's trying desperately to start the
Malleus,
engine.
hold. What's going on?
So role play this out, Tom. You saw literally a swarm of them. They shouldn't move like that. They flooded in. You're not even sure. It's like they were defying gravity.
Just calm down. You're safe, okay?
He's like, no one is safe. No one is fucking safe.
Hey,
You sure as shit aren't safe.
okay, but we're not going anywhere without the other two and without the
Like,
information.
try and stop me.
You can't start the car.
Why is that?
There's no
Because
keys.
I have the keys.
Why would you have the keys? I thought he was driving.
No, David was driving.
It's my Humvee. I assume.
Yeah, he
David's-
has the keys.
It's not stopping me from trying.
Well, yeah. Do you have criminality?
Yeah, no, I don't.
Don't give him ideas.
Well, no. See, he doesn't know how to jumpstart a car. Or not jumpstart.
Hotwire.
Hotwire, yeah.
Although technically a jumpstart would also be the same thing.
Look, I don't see anything anywhere. Just guys, are you on your way back?
We can't talk to you. Well, you can talk to him. Yeah. No, I'm running. I'm trying to get it as far away.
Trying to keep up as
Actually,
quickly as we can.
I could probably port it through Ludwig.
Port what?
An audio transmission.
Ludwig's with you. I didn't. I didn't push him up on. I didn't carry him up the ladder.
Yeah, Ludwig's pretty good. He can't climb the ladder.
Yeah.
He handles steps pretty well.
That's the next upgrade. So.
Yeah.
But what the hell is going on?
Can you hotwire a car with mechanics?
Malleus.
Criminality.
Yeah.
That guy's just like I'm just gonna grab his head. It's like, if you don't start the car now, we're all dead. Do it now.
I don't know how to hotwire the car.
Start the car.
You know,
Start the car.
You could just get out running.
I don't know how to hotwire the car. They're coming back.
Oh, you guys get there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're sprinting across the roof too.
Yeah.
Mal, what the hell is going on?
Just
awareness check to listen for anything coming after us. 7 over 1.
You hear,
Okay, yeah, no.
but you don't hear it coming behind you. You hear it as if something's in the trailer over there.
Okay.
It dies down, seems to recede.
Okay. Once I get at the ladder near our end, like right towards the Humvee, I will turn around and look with my gun, see if we're being chased.
You don't see anything. It's just the waning light of day.
Foresight
The sun
roll.
goes down in the evening.
Drive!
Foresight
It's not
roll.
following us.
Foresight roll to see if I actually had the Pro Go on record when I was.
All right,
Yeah, it was recording.
it's recording. Yeah, night vision too.
Oh, wow.
So
Tell Malleus it's not whatever it was. It's not here. It retreated back into the building.
God.
Okay, so how do we calm him down?
Night's coming. It's gonna come after us at dark.
And you know this how?
Don't fucking question me. Just go. Get us out of here.
Let's take a look at it.
Yeah, let's just.
We all need to make those self-control checks sooner or later.
They will be less severe.
Yeah.
Because still. But I'll pull it up.
The lovely disconnect of the camera.
Yeah.
So the time, pulling back the time frame, and yeah, that's what we see.
All right.
Everyone
You see it in much clearer light.
Yeah. I fail.
Critical success.
You're fine.
Double sixes.
Also fine. Not fine. Take 2 in trauma.
I thought it was less severe.
Yeah, you didn't take 3 in trauma.
That's because he crit failed, though. I just regular failed.
I'm not counting the crit fails.
All right.
Actually, he took 6 in trauma, but you can't go over your regret. You hit your regret, and then it happens, and then everything else is erased.
All right, fair enough.
Do you want it worse? I'll make it worse.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You have stability vitamins.
Yeah.
You can start popping those, baby.
That's true.
I would love to do that.
Oh, that takes.
You can't heal anything past your regret, but you can heal other forms. So you see, again, an elderly hand like peek around from the floor, and then one further up, and then one too far up, and then one up on the ceiling. And you see that as they are going near the door, there are fleshy strands coming from these pustules that rise from their flesh coming back, and there seems to be like some sort of heavy sack hanging from the back. Right as Malleus turns, with your crit success, you can slow the footage down, and you see that
Yes, Zapruder, that bitch.
Yeah.
you see that they start pouring through, but their limbs don't work in the right directions. They crawl on their backs, they crawl on their hands and knees. They're joined together by these ropey strands that kind of drag together. Imagine like the cilia of a cell if there was no cell in the middle. If it was nothing but writhing strands that moved it. They move in perfect unison. They throw each other forward. They step off each other's faces. There's this writhing net of pure blight behind them. You've never seen anything like this before.
They're marionettes.
It's a meme check to see if you've heard of anything like that.
I think you mean a carionet.
Critical failure. No.
I have.
Days.
We're fucked.
8 over 1.
Lucifer walks the earth.
Yeah, I made it.
This Cthulhu walks the earth.
Yeah. you've heard rumors of things called ganglia. It's what happens if someone turns in an enclosed space without moving. So a lot of people say that you just heard it was a wives' tale, that if someone was bitten in the crash and then, say, got locked in a storage closet with everyone or something for safety and then turned, if they just stayed in there munching on each other, turning, but not with enough space to feast to the point where nothing could change. You've heard rumors that the blight, as it writhes through their bodies, connects up with the blight writhing through the other dead bodies, and it
Goes
forms
through some sort of forced evolutionary
It forms
change.
a mass zombie. It forms a zombie who's not puppeting one zombie body. It's mass puppeting a crowd of them.
The blight hooks up with itself.
Yes, and it doesn't distinguish between one fleshy puppet and another, so they're just a big sprinting net of zombies that apparently get faster the more they add to it.
Muscle mass.
I know this is a job, but perk to the crowd. Malleus might be right on this one.
Well, the thing is, though, if we could trap it, we could lose one room. If we could get it in a room, close the door, set it on fire, that room burns out.
We have no idea how big this thing's network is.
How big did it look on that video?
So that might just be a fraction of it, though.
No, it's clearly not taking up the entire place. It looks like if it was, they wouldn't have even gotten that far. They would have pissed it off much earlier. It's probably like people who clustered in one room. Like how many heads did we see?
You saw at least 4 or 5 before it came, but it gets hard to look at.
Right.
The things behind it wave, its limbs are wrapped up in it, and entangled. Like, it doesn't look like it should move. It looks like people should comically be falling over each other in a net of flesh, but
Right.
it sort of collapses towards you. It's bizarrely graceful.
Right. So it's like a Rat King, but with people instead of rat tails.
Yeah.
But 4 or 5 heads. So I'm guessing there's probably maybe,
The footage is not good. Apparently someone didn't get a good shot.
I know, right?
I'm sitting in the passenger seat right now, just staring.
But it seems to still act on the same kind of stimuli as the others. It's not acting any more intelligently. It didn't chase after us on the roof. It hasn't come back to us now. It's still reactive. And
It wasn't able to climb very high either.
Yeah, it didn't get up on the roof. It didn't follow us. So it has limits. So, like, that mechanical room is all concrete and everything, and in the trailer. If we could figure out a way to get it back, we could if we could trap it again in the trailer, set that on fire, and close the doors, we could just burn it up. So now that we know what it is, we just have to rig up MacGyver a trap with a gate that closes quickly behind it and in front of it, and then just set it on fire.
Kowloon, while you're thinking about that,
Yeah.
you are both our wall expert and our trap expert.
Oh yeah, I am.
So that would mean that you should keep that in mind.
Yeah.
But one deadly limitation I want to point out is that we know that it can't climb a lot,
Yeah.
but it can climb a bit. Remember the vent on the top of the other trailer?
Mm-hmm.
All of those ropey tendrils that were caught in the metal that were forced open?
Right. Well, that's because fans were there, and fans were a weak spot. It can't get through solid metal like that. It's because there were.
I assure you it did.
Well, I mean, I looked at it too. Like, what were the weak spots? Like, what couldn't it get through, based on what I saw?
It could not get through something where the applied force of every one of its appendages couldn't get through.
Okay.
Basically, if you could perfectly coordinate the force of 10 or 20 people,
Okay.
if you couldn't get through that, that's fine. But a metal door, if you don't give a shit if your bones break or your flesh breaks apart and everyone's attacking in perfect unison,
Yeah.
you're going to punch through a wall.
So that's actually another thing. If we could call in a favor, get some explosives, we could just collapse the trailer on it and set it up and just burn it up like that. So if it can't, it probably can't split up. So we drop a heavy weight on
You're
it.
making a lot of assumptions.
We are, but this is the job. if we go back, if we don't do the job now, and that footage we got isn't good enough to make money off of, if we go back now, we can't pay any of our bills, and we all become basically homeless for the rest of our lives.
And I'm hurt.
Yeah, and he's hurt as well.
So he becomes homeless and crippled, and we can't do that.
Yeah, no. How far away is that?
Oh, right next to you. You all turn around. You see one of the rooms as the drapes collapse and wrap around it. You see a body being pressed up against the glass.
Yeah.
Its eye blocking out. Out of one, something writhes. You see hands holding it against the glass as hard as it can. And you see it being streaked across. And then it pulls away and there's nothing in the room.
Nope.
So was
Over
it
the cliff. Nope.
was it holding a casualty up and just smashing against the wall?
Yeah, it was a little casualty with the best eye.
But yes,
it smashed it against the window and then it pulled
It's
back.
a promptu sense organ, so...
Okay, so it took over a casualty, or was it part of? Was the casualty part of the major mass, or was it like an intact?
You don't know. There was a big, writhy, massive string of hands and nonsense going on. Your eye's not really trained to see something like that.
Okay.
That thing was looking at us, man.
Key?
There's not a lot of animals in the kingdom you've identified that's made mostly of empty space and strands.
Yeah.
We're going to drive a distance away to make our campsite and to plan.
John is ripping at the gate, trying to figure out how to get it open.
Yeah. I like that hustle there, John.
Good idea. And that's how you open it there and there. Just lift those. We're going to drive a short distance away.
He has opened the gate and is now running
All right.
into the distance.
John, we're leaving with you.
Yeah.
John's going to need someone to take him by the hand. He's
I'll drive you. You persuade him.
Yeah, because...
Yeah. Drive up there to him. Match speed with him.
all right.
Persuade.
Let's try persuade. See.
You know, he's not. You could just grab it.
Okay.
He is a tiny filmmaker.
I'll
All
grab
right.
Just grab or
Yeah.
good idea, Malleus.
Okay.
Foresight to look for good shelter for the night. That is a ways from it.
Short distance.
Yeah, 504.
Yeah. You saw a pretty good
Before
basement.
you go too terribly far, go back so we can close that gate.
Well, yeah.
All right.
Go
Well,
close the gate.
Oh yeah, we'll lock it up and make sure nobody's getting in or out.
Okay, so it is a little more intelligent than now that it's been riled up. It will start hunting. Is that like so? If you piss off a casualty, you notice it. Does it start wandering, or does it stay back where it is usually? But casualty.
it's a meme check.
All right. Yeah.
10
Yes.
over 8.
8 over 3.
Basic rules of casualties is path of least resistance. They don't tend to group on mountains or anything.
Right.
Anything that's likely to make a trip will make it go the other way. And without stimulation, like an animal life that he's chasing to eat,
Yeah.
It goes
it's
in
just going to go in the paths where it's least likely to trip. So low ground, urban areas where people likely died, that's the most likely area. If they go without stimulation long enough, they tend to go towards areas of emotional significance. That's the basis of closure jobs.
Yeah.
But they do eventually forget about stimulus and prey. They don't head in one direction forever.
But that's the thing. Like, so if we replace that with a normal casualty, we saw a normal casualty, then ran away, would it then start hunting for us?
It would until it couldn't figure out how to get out of the building, and then
Okay.
it would stop.
So it was still acting like a normal casualty. It's just acting weirder.
You saw its hands, you saw its feet. Its
Okay.
whole body was pressed laterally against the bay window and streaked across to get a view of you with multiple other. They don't carry. They don't crowd surf.
Okay.
They don't carry each other. They don't send out scouts. It's like nothing you've ever dealt with before.
Okay.
Did the window look like it was about to break?
It didn't look good. You heard the thump,
Yeah.
But we didn't see anything.
but it is reinforced safety glass because they didn't want Grandma breaking out.
All right.
How many grandmas would it take to break the glass? 20? 30?
Yeah. That is, if we were totally unethical, we could just let it out and say, oh, it's done. We killed it. Make it someone else's problem. Yeah?
Unless we can unleash it on the machine, I don't think we're going to be good.
Oh yeah, no, we could. Hey, machine,
Here's drugs, and now here's a monster.
We're setting up here.
Oh God, lure the machine in here. Hey, you want your revenge? Come on in.
Yeah, those 6 assholes. We totally tortured and killed them.
Yeah.
They screamed like a bitch.
Yeah, that would of course probably start a war with Ivory Plains because they're right there. We're right on their doorstep.
That's not our
And
problem.
if we were to send that out over Ubik, we would also start a war between the Cabusier.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a non
Plus the fact it could go spiral way out of control and start another.
So all of you spend rations.
All right.
You're going to camp out for the night and talk about this. Also, you guys going over the footage.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and also I am tapping into their hard drives to see what information they got on them.
All right, so yeah, that is a computer science check.
Can do.
Your professional skill.
Woo. Yes, 12 over 7.
All right, so with that, you see everything that's on there. So there's basic levels of security. There are group camera feeds, basically, where the HQ is doing like recording things, basically the live feed, and then there's individual accounts. So you can access the group camera feeds where they did everything, and then there's individual accounts that are not on sorties inside. So you do not have access for the individual accounts of their Wi-Fi hotspot, basically.
Okay, so that's like in those can't be hacked into, or
They can be, but
Okay.
that's a different check.
okay.
You know it's there.
Okay, I'll look at the group.
Oh, then yeah, it's Cindy. Yeah, look for her.
Cindy.
Look for Ratchet.
Yeah, you're right, Cindy, because I was pulling up, so I'll do another roll specifically for her. So,
So are you looking at the group stuff first? Or are you
yeah, I'll look at the group stuff first just to
Okay.
get a
Yeah,
general
since we're already
picture, and then
at that.
I'll see about what's going on. So,
Yeah, so it looks like basically what's going on is they entered. There was a group stationed here outside the physical therapy room.
okay.
Then a group went into the nursing
Right,
team.
physical therapy. Is that still?
It's on the
right
surviving
here?
side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The other group came in through the office. They held off this spar here. So basically, they made 2 blockades there.
Okay.
On these different spars. And what appears to have happened is that this blockade fell, the one near the lost staging area, and where something flooded over the nursing station. So you can see in their cameras that they're staring down the hallway, gun sights open. You see the front man just disappear, just pulled into the darkness. A guy starts opening up, and when you see in the muzzle flashes, you see old men and women like in backless hospital gowns with things writhing through their backs, faces. Some are missing heads and are just entirely limbs and legs. They're gripping the walls. They're climbing on lice fixtures. They're underneath things. They just crawl all over the place. And in the center are more of them that are just so wound with these things, they just suspend in midair, and a glob of just black tangled sinews. You can't even find a center. It's just a net of
All right, so it is much larger.
networking things. It goes towards it, and in the muzzle flashes, every muzzle flash on the full automatic of the camera you're looking at, they're in a different position until it's all black strands, screams, and static. There's more of that. You see, you cut to other cameras. It's basically more the same. They turn and go towards the nursing station. You hear screams, and then you see them wrenched backwards. When you cut to crew B on the surviving side, you see everyone in the nursing station start flipping out, running when they see the gunfire. They head around. They head out through the physical therapy room. Apparently, the blockade at the physical therapy room held the line because they go down like the first. But the 3 guys who were looting the nursing station just pieced out, left, and closed the airlock. And apparently they survived because whatever the fuck it is decided to go towards the closer prey and out towards the surviving area.
Thou shalt love the tentacle. So,
But so gunfire didn't seem to have any effect on it.
Well, you can't really tell. Like the headshots appear to have done some well. But that's just one that goes down. Like you can take mass off of it because its appendages. The sinews were not grabbing anybody. There were no tentacles. There were nothing like that. It still needed the meat of people as appendages, but it coordinated it through this massive network of black, pulsating, sinewy, ropey things. You couldn't find a center. It's apparently networked across all of the bodies.
Well, so there's no, and it all looked the same. It didn't look like there was any part that was different, like a.
We can't tell what the nucleus. If there's a nucleus to this thing.
Okay.
Well, there's a nucleus to the blight infection, or headshots wouldn't work.
Yeah.
So if the nucleus is in every head,
it's distributed.
It's how you destroy a computer program.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like a prime, basically.
Yeah. If you could destroy it, basically, you'd have a cure for the blight.
Right.
But another way to destroy a computer program is destroy every computer it is on.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So we don't probably have the tools to do this unless Cindy has some sort of plan.
And I will tap into her information and see her feed and see if we can get that.
Yep.
I mean, we definitely need fire explosives. I don't see how we can do it otherwise.
No, I have no idea what that is. So.
Don't know how to break into it. You could talk to somebody.
Yeah.
From this, actually, I will go ahead and. What was distill? Wait, I owe Mod for that. So, actually, I probably could contact Mod again and see about if we can get any contact information on her. So, or
Mod
from Guild. So,
yeah,
that. So, or I could just get Cat 5 again to hack into it. So.
Who do you want to talk to? I don't care.
Yeah, I'll go Cat 5 because, again, Mod is just kind of...
Okay, don't mention anything about the RP. You just need access to these files. Don't tell them what it's
No,
for.
I'm just saying I will not. So.
Okay.
Stop trying to roleplay his character.
I'm telling him in character.
I am not.
Tell outsiders nothing.
Hey, have you heard? I really, really want to join the mods. I've actually talked to their leader. What's that DHQS I'm doing here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a pretty gun.
Secrets and Lies is the foundation of our work.
Anyway,
of all work.
I'll go ahead and pull up Cat 5.
Okay, yeah. I forgot how do I roleplay this person.
I'm a hacker, so go for it. I forgot to. So.
Dislikes Aaron's music.
Vaporwave DJ.
Or if you want to, you can go to Final Cut instead. I will.
No. Cat 5's fine.
Okay.
So spend a charge.
All right. All right. Hey, Cat. I got a little block right now. I'm not able to get through, and I was wondering if I can get your assistance on it. So.
Oh, really? I'm busy, man. Like,
honestly, I know. I would not have called you.
Some killer weed. I'm having a breakthrough on this piece I'm working. It's so good.
So, well, hopefully this will.
It's like audio gruel. Like, you can't even tell you're listening to it, or if it's music.
So it's.
But music's like about repetition, so it's like more music.
So it's just. It's
Did
just,
you watch it?
It's just Transwave.
What would you know, man? God, I'm not talking to you. Why am I even talking to you about this? Anyway, I'm busy. I got stuff to do.
Okay, well, hopefully this won't take long because one, it's like I've run into a roadblock. I'm doing a job where I need to open up some encrypted accounts, and I.
All right, he's busy. I'll give you a will point. You needed some sort of social role to convince him to do this for you.
Okay.
Because you are much loathed.
Yeah, you will.
Whenever I draw a circle, I immediately want to step out.
Actually, now that I have the will back, I could probably just re-roll it.
Buckminster Full.
Well, if you want to spin that, well, you need a persuasive roll to talk to him.
So, but I will
get
go
him to do what you say.
I'll persuade, though. Look, I know you're busy. I know I'm not your favorite person. Far from it. But you are better at baseline encryptions than I am. And I've run into a roadblock, so I just need a guiding light on this one if you can provide one.
Okay.
That's all I need. And yes, that will be 9/5.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me who it's for?
So, no, I can only tell you that it's, again, confident. We're under negotiation contracts right now, so I can't really tell you much. I'm sorry. It's our NDA at this point, but I can give you the baseline of its encryption if you could just tell me where to pluck the thread.
So what hard drive is this?
So it's just a standard surveillance. Standard.
So, no, he's asking for specs.
Oh, specs. Okay, yeah, I'll ram them off right now. Western Digital Red Drive 721. It's an old.
Okay. So that's a basic. That's a basic file server for. It used to work for a lot of accounting firms, but then it went to medical professionals as they did it. It's pretty ancient, but there's a hard reboot system. If you got a paperclip, you can reboot the basic operating software on it.
Oh, it'll
clear the password.
Oh, it's baseline battery. Yeah. You can block it off.
Then it's basically you're doing data recovery, but you know how to data mine, right?
Yeah, no.
Your hand through that fucking shit.
No, you don't. I've done enough.
All right, I expect my payment within the week, or I'm sending someone to hunt you.
You can. Have I ever not given you?
He's already hunted. He's got to make paper wave.
Jackass.
All right, status. So you mine it. How far back do you want to go in Cindy's logs? In her personal account.
Oh, we could publish that later. Probably get some value out of that.
She's probably dead. How far does it go back?
Weeks.
Weeks. We have no idea how long she's been here. So
you know roughly when the event happened.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to get some information beforehand to see what they were doing before everything went down.
Let's start 2 days before the...
Yes, or at least a week before it happened.
Before the incident happened.
We'll go at least a week. So, do I need to roll for that?
No.
Okay.
So it's very awkward to be sitting in a hovel and watch a sex tape. But you land in the middle of it.
I will fast forward whereas necessary.
It stops. She's lying with a guy. Their end appears to be with a cop. They're kissing. They talk about what they're going to do with their money. Roll detachment.
Oh, I'm sad now.
Aw.
I'm good.
Only take one.
Only one?
You recognize the guy. Ooh. He was on that window you were looking at.
That's always good. Was he the one that looked at us? Oh, I thought it was a patient.
No, it was...
That was a guild member.
Ooh.
Apparently it assimilates.
Yeah.
You move forward a little bit. He's operating. They're joking around. Somebody gets pantsed in the staging area. Everyone laughs. People smoke cigarettes, doing the job. Kisses him. He goes inside. You see her. She's pulling casualties. They've got some, she's pulling cards on people. She shuts it off when that starts. Apparently it's pretty boring work. Then it comes on later. So she goes in and is like, I'm coming for you, Carlos. Look, okay, if they don't get this, I work with these things in LA. I know how to get them. You gotta get them all. But the problem is that they're too fast. They move too fast when they're all networked together, even if it's just two. So most of them, they can only attack you one at a time. They can't coordinate these. They just swarm. They net you. You got to get them all at once. So here's the thing. These all have deep freezers. I've hooked the claymores up there. I'm gonna lure them. All right. If you can get them in the deep freezer, it's pure steel. It's going to turn it into a fucking blender. All right. So it's all wired up. I'm going to lure them in and set it off, and then I'm going to dump down in the sewers. I've been digging at the drain pipe, and let it go, and then it'll just turn it into a slurry. If you can lure it in there, you can get them in one shot. I don't think I'm going to get Carlos back, but I'm going to get these motherfuckers. All right. So just. I'll keep it on. And so it goes to silence after she does that. It's apparently night. She lets herself in illegally, closes the door behind her. You see numerous footage of her tipping through empty hallways. And then you see her setting up explosives and through a red light stuck in her teeth. She seems very adept at it. She's setting it up in the freezer. And then you see her with a pickaxe, and she's at a concrete drain in the floor. So you see her look, and she looks at the hallway, And just minutes of that, like
Trying to
pick. No, she's not trying to lure it. She's trying to get the drain open without drawing it. And then she draws it, and in seconds, she starts picking. She gets out 3 hits before she's taken down. So she couldn't get the drain open to duck out when it entered the walk-in.
So the explosives are set.
Explosives are set in the walk-in.
Yeah, I figured
It's getting them
we
in.
needed fire explosives.
Malleus!
No, he's too big.
Explosives.
Technically, it should be the. Actually, mechanics to figure out how can we pop that drain open.
Yeah, that would
actually we get it up from the other side, couldn't we?
Yeah.
As far as we know, it's not down there.
If you could figure out the layout of the sewers, yeah.
All right. Well, mechanics didn't work for me.
I can.
You have architecture? That might work.
Oh yeah. Yes, I make it.
Yeah, you know roughly where the junction would be.
Okay.
You could get down in the sewers and try and pop it out from the other end.
Is there an access outside the building, or would I have to be in the building to get to the access?
There's access outside the building.
Okay. So in the morning, so we'll have clear line of sight at least. We drive to that place. Is that within the fence line?
No.
So it's outside the fence line. All right. So well, clearly, it's either inside. So we'd have to deal with casualties.
It's actually in Ivory Plains.
Oh. Okay. So we could just drive up and tell. Well, we've got a plan. We just need your sewers. And we're working for you anyway. They should.
So yeah, that's a.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to be real thrilled about what that plan is.
Yeah. You lose a
Let's open a big tube between the horrific, sprawling monster and arcaded community.
We won't tell them that. We just said the easiest way in is through here. So we won't.
All right. Well, that'll be social.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we got a face man.
So yeah, we wait until
No
morning.
will left.
I have one, and I'm somewhat social. So.
All right. Yeah.
No, let me do this one. Even with no will, I am also a true believer, so odds are they'll believe my patter a little bit easier.
All right. Spend a charge off the Humvee. You drove it to a place to hide, and then you drove it back to your job site.
We were driving to Ivory Plains.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Ivory Plains is pretty close to the
All right. Yeah.
nursing home.
All right. So we will roll up there. Don't shoot us. Hey.
Yeah, they greet you with guns and watchtowers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you?
We're the Brutalists. We're doing a job for you at over yonder. We would like to talk to somebody. Give them an update about the job.
Oh! Yeah, so you need payment? Okay, Pastor Tomlinsonberg will be... Come on in, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's.
We'll talk about that.
Yes. Yes, we do need Pastor Tomlinsonberg. We'll talk to him very briefly, explain the situation, and I'm sure he'll understand. And besides, we
Should
already
we
have
tell them that there's an aberrant in there or not?
No.
Fix me on the aberrant.
Okay, so we just so what is our story? We just need to get into the sewers so we can.
Relax. Let me do the talking.
Okay.
I got a plan.
Okay. Oh God.
All of you roll self-control.
Fine.
What do I lose if I don't make it?
1 in detachment.
I can tank that. So.
All right.
You still have Soma.
All right.
No one's taking that Soma. You gotta take that before you hit the regret. You can't just take that instantly.
Well,
It's not in a gerbil dispenser around your mouth or like a beer helmet.
well, what's
How much is a beer helmet?
Although,
Is that an upgrade for the helmet?
Yes, it's upgrade for the helmet beer.
if it was.
Soma beer helmet.
so my helmet?
Oh, God! I feel a little better now.
So, like, you're pretty aware of economic stratification being
Yeah.
part of a, entirely dispossessed population.
Yes.
You've never seen it quite so clear. So the outskirts of Ivory Plain are well defended. All of the houses have their windows boarded shut. You see trash fires. You see people in dingy clothes. And then you're up a block. And then everything looks pretty nice. It looks like they haven't had maintenance, things of that nature. But you do see, it looks like scavenged housing after the apocalypse. And you go up another block, and then it looks pretty nice, pretty well maintained. You take a lot to do that. And then you go a block closer to the center of town. You see sprinklers on. You see lawns. A guy is mowing. As you go up, it's like suburbia. It's like you're going back in time.
Is it a gas-powered mower, or is it not?
It is a gas-powered mower.
Not even a push mower.
Not even a push
Son
mower.
of a bitch.
We need to blow this place up.
So you're pretty aware of how every plane works. If God loves you, you have more.
Yeah.
And you go closer to God, which is the
Prosperity
mansion
gospel.
turned into prosperity gospel into a town. So if you're out near the fence, it's because you don't believe hard enough. And you do the work. If you're too far out of the fence, you're GILF or a subcontractor.
Yeah. Yeah, we roll in.
Yes, and you roll in.
Covered in blood.
Covered in blood and bandages. You roll up to the big house.
Yeah.
Minute security eyeballing you, guns everywhere. It'd be a very bad idea to do anything untoward
Yeah.
in this area. But you come out. A guy comes out. He's in a polo shirt with the crest of the church, Ivory Plains Ministries emblazoned on it, tucked into just pressed, beautiful khaki pants. Looks like the first day they've ever been worn. He's got hair product in his hair. It's like,
God, the recession isn't this good.
hello, hey.
Is this Donaldson?
No, it's Thomasenberg's assistant.
Hello. We don't really need to trouble the pastor himself directly. Perhaps you can help us. We're working a job for you related to the...
Oh, no, the pastor would very much like to see you.
Oh, okay. Well, we really didn't want to intrude on his time, but if he will see us, then yes.
Yes. So he takes you in. It is beautiful. It is immaculate. Someone starts vacuuming behind you as you walk through the doors. Tom is told very forcefully to stay in the car. It is in very hushed whispers that seem emphatic on certain words that you can't quite make out, but they weren't nice. And the men have expensive rifles, and so Tom has to stay there.
Fair enough.
But everyone else can come in.
It's like hobble along.
What does Jean do?
Jean is waiting for someone to tell him where to go. He is deeply confused.
Come along, Jean.
Oh, okay.
This is a nice place.
Oh, all right.
This is a safe place.
Oh, okay. Can I film?
No.
Can I film? He's like, oh no, that's perfectly fine. We would love for you to film it.
Here's some documentation.
Absolutely, Jean. Please do.
He turns his camera off. All right, so you go into a beautiful office. A very gauche mural of the crucifixion is on one wall, but a large hardwood desk, plush carpeting, a bay window overlooking Ivory Plains and the wastes beyond. And you see Pastor Thomasenberg there, a very young man for having so much power.
Well, you met him before.
Yes, you met him at the Vedic court that you regularly convene in the waste.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised he goes down in the wastes so much to do his dirty work.
Well, as a matter of fact, we're not going to make any mention of that gentleman. We're just going to treat him as we would any other employee.
Yeah, it's so good to see you. Oh my, are you okay?
No, but I...
We were attacked by bandits on the way.
Yeah. So,
to the job.
Mr. Williams, are you sure? Do you need medical assistance?
Yes, if you could have a doctor look, his bandages need to be changed. I think.
well, it's
It's out in the
Certainly,
trouble, so-
Terry. Could you take Mr. Williams to the med station?
Oh, no, thank you if it's not
Yeah.
too much trouble.
Yeah, I mean we've been out in the
Negotiate well.
We'll be fine.
See, this is why I told those undesirables. See, the elders of the church, they really very much wanted to go with the larger organization. I was of the opinion that if you're going to do the Lord's work, pick his servants. And I saw you men, you sided on the side of justice, and you did a good thing for that young woman. And I was proud to see it. And I'm glad that, as dissatisfied as I am with the services of those. Well, you know what they are.
Yes.
Surely goodness and mercy.
I am very glad that you guys came in. So that is wonderful. So it's all taken care of. They paid you. I will downvote them on Lifelines instantly if they did not pay you for the job. When can we move in?
Faster. The job is not quite completed yet. We did an assessment of it, and we found a few tricky bits, and we were hoping that we could persuade you to assist us with that. We're not asking for more in the line of resources, other than just access to, shall we say, another way in. They
they have a staging area left, from what I understand.
they do.
You can enter through there.
We can, but they do have barricades inside. One section of the facility that we have limited access to, we would have much greater access to if a small team of us would be able to enter through your sewer pipes. It's a section that is blocked off. The whole reason why they're subcontracting is because they weren't able to finish the job. And this is a section that is currently inaccessible from the staging area that we have. It would be accessible from the other staging area, but it would be much more easily and much more readily accessible through the sewer.
Okay. Pure deception check.
I like the wind.
Just to let you know, Pastor Thomasonberg has the gifted advantage.
Yes. I managed to get that with a 7/5.
All right. He's going to spend his point of will, which is the gifted advantage, and flip you.
Oh my gosh, you son of a bitch.
Okay.
That's his 1 point of will.
Okay.
He has no will left. Do you have any will left?
I do not have any will left, but if he does flip me, that means that my numbers are going to change from a red 4 and a black 5. And once I add my skill in, that'll make it an 8/4 instead of a...
So you're still fine.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he seems... Well, I mean, I don't know much about your time of work, but the sewers, you say?
Yes, Pastor. You see, the problem is that while God himself would deign to go down to the lepers, sometimes in doing God's work, we have to do the dirty jobs ourselves. And in doing this, in crawling through those sewers, we are going to come up clean on the other side. And in doing so, we will open this new facility for you in most unexpected ways.
So you need our junction box, is what you're saying?
Just the sewers.
No, the sewer junction box. It's literally on the outskirts of town.
Oh, yes.
That's perfectly fine. So whatever you gentlemen need to get the job done, and put those poor, long-suffering people out of their misery. Send them to their just reward. Yes. But we don't really use much of the pipes. Heck, most of the facility isn't really hooked up to a sewer line, especially those on the outskirts. We've limited our capacity in terms of conservation. So you understand, I can't risk the community.
Oh, I understand.
So it'd be you'd lock it behind us.
We will be sealing it behind you, but you don't need that. You just need to access the other part of the facility because it's all clear, right?
Well, we wanted to make sure. There's always the chance of stragglers.
Well, yeah, just a few. I'm sure you boys can handle it. So, yeah, we will be sealing that behind you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So in video games, this is like the point where they tell you are about to enter the point of no return. Do all your side quests before you go to this area.
The challenge.
Yeah.
The base
So you can access the walk-in, which is in the kitchen of the spa there, through the sewers.
Is it this one or this one?
The main spar, the head, middle, the short little stubby one next to the diner.
Okay. Yeah, so the back here, we're essentially getting the walk-in coming from here, so...
Does it say walk-in?
Where was it? So...
Just pick a room. It's not going to be...
We need to know, Caleb.
I'll say like right here, because that's probably the best.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Good eye, Aaron. I'm prepped.
We have to map. We have to get graph paper out and map it 10 feet by 10 feet.
God.
I will...
Anyway.
We're going to have to stop the recording now because we're about to beat the hell out of Ross.
All right, so you do know your bandages are changed. You're not healed, but they are changed. So
Good for
they
me.
look lovely.
Well, it's in real life you would want to do that.
Yeah,
I know.
you
I know.
would.
No, that's a good idea.
Jeez.
Cut down on infection.
Exactly.
Now, before we
Use
go,
criminality to steal some supplies while they're not looking.
I don't have criminality.
Oh my god.
I'm not a criminal.
So, before we leave,
Yeah.
I have two thoughts. One,
Okay.
Jean really needs a safe place to stay. And while he would definitely be placed on the outskirts until he was able to work his way further into the community or to get back, one of the other, I think it would be a lot safer for us to leave him here than to drag him with us.
Actually,
And I think that we should ask him first if he would rather stay here or if he would rather go with.
well, can I say I'm back with the group now, or?
No, you're still getting your bandages changed.
Okay, so-
In fact, we'll cut to Malleus. So, Malleus, you've been forced to stay in the car.
I'm in the car.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking go back.
All right. So, as you're in the car, a youngish kid comes up towards you. Hey, stay in the fucking car, like I said. Don't you move to. He rears back and punches you.
The
Take
kid?
one stun to the head.
I should catch it. I'll catch his fist.
Okay.
Is he punching through the window, or?
The window's open. It's a very hot car that smells like blood and sweat. You don't. I mean, Malleus is not a dog. You're gonna let die while you go into the store, unless you wanted to keep the gas running for the AC. I mean,
No.
so he punches at you. He's like, "Don't get fresh with me. Just go with it. I won't let me talk to you otherwise."
Fuck it, this. Try to prove yourself, kid. Come along.
He hits you in the face. Take the stun.
Yeah, Tom.
Oh, should I, Ross? Should I?
He starts whispering very close to you, holding you as if he's threatening you. The other guard's like, nod approvingly. He's like, "Is it true what they say about its place? Or is the government coming?"
No.
They come. I hear you're a settlement. I hear the DHQS is you're working with them.
We're not.
I'll give you anything. I can give you anything on this place. Just let us in. They won't let them come here. They tried to come here. They won't let them come here.
So, could you say that louder for the listeners at home?
So he's basically said that he wants to know if Le Corbusier is being turned into a settlement, and he will give you anything to let him inside. The government has talked to Ivory Plains, but they won't let them come here.
Huh. Interesting. That's a new rumor. That's news to us. Get his name.
Who the fuck do you think you are?
It's like, I'm by His Grace, 37 on UPEC. That's just message me there. I'll do anything. I'll do anything to get out.
This, very almost imperceptibly nod, fuck off.
Anything? Like Deadly Tea Party? No.
Sexy, deadly.
So he gives you another shove, fucking traitor.
Yeah.
He turns around, gotta wash these gloves now. Everyone's like, Ladens. So there you go.
It's good. It wasn't just if I start bleeding, just
No, let's do
I
that.
just
Let's kill a lot of innocent people. Even if because they're jerks.
Does this bug you?
Yeah.
Does this bug you?
Does threatening to kill you bug you? Does it? Anyway.
So yes, when Terry gets back, he'll take you to the junction. Who's this friend you have here? I don't remember seeing him at the court case.
Malleus? The Leighton?
No, the John is at the office.
We have.
Actually, he was with us at the court case.
Oh yes, he's back. It's lovely to meet you again, sir. You're from the recession, yes? He's John. He's like talking to John and all that kind of stuff. He's having a enthralling conversation with Jean as you guys stand there awkwardly waiting for Terry.
Oh yes, what about lawn care?
Do you want to listen in? Or
I'll listen in.
All right, sensitivity to make sure you're not doing it. Obviously,
You're not.
Yes.
You're not leering.
That's 7 over 5 for me.
7 over
Casually
6.
cleaning the nails.
so Pastor Thomasenberg has him in the fellowship handshake.
Yeah.
on both sides and the creepy, sweaty palms. And it's so good that you've come here and saved yourself. We are grateful to have you. And someone with your skills, we lost our media experts a while ago. We could really use you for your services. And it's so wonderful that you're out here.
I was like,
and that you saved yourself from that the sin of that place. It's so good.
You lost them? Are they dead? No, we lost them somewhere on the east side
to
of
the
town.
city on the hill. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Jean looks petrified.
Yeah, we can't leave him here.
No.
It's better he become a casualty. We decide his fate now. We're basically his guardians. Yeah.
So you are in the nurse's office.
Savvy changed out, so.
Yeah, you're getting your bandages changed out. And you see all the women. It's like, oh, that's a terrible wound. There must be more we can do with that. I don't have the training. Could you call Dr. E? Yeah, let's call in Dr. E. She'll know what to do. So they're talking around, and a tall, slender woman, very refined hair, comes walking in, wearing a lab coat, and looks down at you, and she says yes. And the other NPCs are like, well, Dr. E, is there anything more you could do with this wound? Is like, so she looks at you very intently, looks you up and down. You see her reach for her specs, and some ARs playing across of it. And it's just like, I think he just needs some rest. Send him home. Yeah, no, I'll be all right with Ed that she walks out.
Sensitivity to see what kind of program she was using, or at least a guess from the AR.
You don't need that. You just need to remember the advice of your pal, Mr. U. He told you to watch out for Mr. A. He told you to watch out for Mrs. E.
Wait a
Fucking
minute.
vowels.
Whoa.
The vowels.
Shit. Oh,
Time
God.
out. Time out.
Yeah.
Mr. E was the latent that sent us on the...
Yeah, there are only so many vowels when you're in the field.
Yeah, there's a Mr. and Mrs. E. Jeez.
Yeah, I just try to keep my eyes from
I
widening.
thought there
It's
were
like,
only 5 of them.
Well, if you are a vowel, you are a DHQS guy. You know that much. You also remember the vowels underlined with the time codes and the stamps. So if you're out in the field, that's how they communicate with you. So apparently someone's inside Ivory Plains.
So yeah, it's like, oh, thank you, doctor. That's good to hear. Glad I'm going to be all right. I'm going to hobble this way now.
Everything's gonna be alright.
So the doctor was talking to the E, or
No, she is one of
She
these. She
is
is Dr. E.
Dr. E.
okay, I just want to clarify.
So, God,
Okay.
fuck.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
No, it's not. We're all good at that.
Okay.
Well, technically, yes. Anyway, are there any other exits out of the sewers other than the one in Ivory Plains?
That's another architecture roll.
Okay. Because if they're locking it behind us, it's kind of defeating the purpose of having that as an exit. Yes, 8/1.
It's going to be pitch black, but yes, you could move through the tunnels.
Okay, but I mean that's the thing. Like, if they're locking the way we get in as soon as we enter it, the whole point of getting the drain pipe open was so that we would have a way out.
The whole point is to duck down so the thing can follow you into the walk-in, and then you can set off the claymore. So the claymore is not going to pierce the concrete and the steel walls of the walk-in. It's just going to ricochet the bullets around until anything inside is turned into a slurry.
Yeah.
So the point was not necessarily to get out through the sewers. You can crawl out through the top once everything's dead.
Yeah.
But the point is to not be caught in the room when you set the explosives off.
Fair enough. Okay.
But even
She
so-
couldn't get the grate up fast
But
enough.
the problem is also going through, well, again, the blight slurry was the problem, which...
Don't just send me through to open shit up the top. Up top.
And
Well,
mop
I'll
up.
unscrew it. Like, I have the good toolkit, so I can just silently take 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever, to undo the drain from the bottom.
So, basically, here's how I'm seeing it. We're going to have team hike through the sewer,
Yeah.
and then we're going to have team drive across uptown and get ready.
For what?
Well,
For the
one
extraction
thing,
point, so...
for extraction, to get our comrades out.
Oh, yeah.
And for another, for Plan B, just in case Plan A doesn't work.
Yeah.
So he can come in and try to get you, so...
For
from an alternate access point. So,
Well, I could give you my toolkit, so you could use that. Because I could be the evac, put John in there.
well, my toolkit's just fine. It's just it's just clunky, so we can't be quiet. But so
That's what I mean. Mine is.
Well, I was going to say, do you want me to go down into the sewer and work on it, or?
Here's my thinking. I could be the escape plan. I could use. I pilot the Humvee back around there. I can use Ludwig to lure the other things away. Any casualties or whatever that shows up. And so you and like Malleus go down there, or all three of you, I don't know, team sewer. But I could cover the exit. I can drive the Humvee back, and with Ludwig, I can create a distraction.
And it's probably better that I get that I take that off one because I have one will left. So if something screws
Exactly.
up,
So you just use my toolkit
okay,
and leave your toolkit in the car.
all right. So I can do that
How are we going to see?
in the sewer
Well, he has night vision.
on my
the GoPro.
On my GoPro, and actually, you have the other Ubix specs, don't
Yeah.
you?
And don't we have flashlights? I thought that was part of our toolkit now.
Just
Yeah,
basics.
it's-
We can have flashlights, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'll keep.
Well, we do have another set of Ubix specs, though, so
Yeah.
that's
Well,
how we're going to keep in touch.
Oh, yeah.
So you take these Ubix and the spare battery for mine.
Okay.
Click.
Spend a haul.
Spending a hull.
All right.
So you've got Ubix with one hole.
All right.
And I have a laptop in
Hold
mine,
charge.
so we're good. So.
Well, I've also got my Ubix specs, and I'm going to be part of Team Sewer.
So you three are all team sewer then. So
Yeah.
All right. So me and John will be up top.
Yes, and keep Jean safe. And I'm going to make sure that I'm going to tell him to keep Jean safe in earshot of Jean.
Okay.
I guess we're going ready. So,
So are you leaving? Terry's here with you. Mr. Thompsonberg is still talking to Jean. Still fellowship handshaking him.
John is part of our team. He's sort of, aside from documenting what we do, helps us prepare for the future, like lessons learned for the battlefield and everything. So he has to document this sewer plan that we're going to be doing.
Rather, from the other end.
Yeah.
So he's going to be riding with you.
Yeah. We don't want to bore the pastor with the details.
Oh, yeah. You don't need to know all of the...
And
Oh, yes, certainly. But, I also meant to speak with you, Mr. Kowloon. There are many opportunities available for you and yours here at Ivory Plains. A man of your... What's your Christian name again?
I'm sorry, that is... it's...
Thomas Aquinas.
It's Charles Eames, actually.
Oh, really? Lovely. Anyway, Mr. Eames, it was lovely to speak with you, and with your abilities in the field, especially in fortification, we could really use you here at Ivory Plains, and help retake Westminster Place, sanctify it. Make it a place where it serves a higher purpose. We are truly the city on the hill. We can make a new start here.
I do have some prior commitments I have to take care of first, but once those are taken care of, I will consider your plan. It is a very attractive offer. Thank you.
Yes. Are you sure that you wouldn't want to stay here?
I do.
You could sort of coordinate the operation.
I am a man of my word. You know how important it is to keep your word. So I have prior commitments that I must fulfill first before I can do anything else. I have to think of my duty.
I understand. I truly hope you keep yourself safe out there.
Thank you.
You let us know if you need any help.
What's Ross thinking on the inside? Like, get the fuck out, get the fuck out.
Internal screaming intensifies. They're offering me food and shelter. Oh, what do I do? Oh, no.
No, they're offering you to stay and build barricades for them.
Yeah. I could do that anywhere. Yeah. Not get preached at. I have to deal with assholes wasting gas.
So you all meet at the car.
Yeah.
So obviously, at this point, I'll be like, one of the town guards came up and he said he'd do anything to get into Le Cabusier.
That kind of makes sense. They don't want the Pastor Tomlinsonberg doesn't want this.
This place
to
is going to come crashing down.
Well, no, they don't want to be accepted back. They don't
Hey
want
guys, well,
talking in our quiet
Walls have ears.
We're talking in our quiet.
We're talking in our indoor voice.
And we have the windows rolled.
yeah, we're inside. Windows are rolled up. Hey guys, just to be an offside, it didn't bandage my leg. They also, their doctor said there was nothing else that they should do for me, which kind of struck me odd. But what struck me more is that this doctor had only a name that was a Val.
Yeah.
Oh, huh. Perhaps we should get to work, gentlemen, yes?
Yeah, no.
Your laptop pings, your Ubix specs ping, your Ubix specs, which aren't your Ubix specs, ping. They all ping at the same time in the car.
Fuck.
Ew. What does it say?
I was leaning back.
Who wants to spin the charge?
I will.
I was leaning back and see
spin
like
the charge.
we're all fucked.
You see a fedoraed head pop into view from a webcam.
Bitch.
Hey, Bob, what's up, buddy?
We're done with you. Click.
What are you doing with the Godbotherers?
Mr. Yu, you switched from the pork pie.
Oh, I like to mix it up. Apparently, so do you. What are you doing way out there?
We're working on a job.
Which job? One Gil fucked up?
Yeah.
Well, we
They already know that the job.
We do have the standard non-disclosure, so I couldn't tell you one way or another. But then again, if you're you,
And he dies laughing, right?
you probably already know what we're doing, don't you?
No, I know that Gil fucked it up. What'd they do? And why do you need the Godbotherers' help? You already got the subcontract. Crazy Raider assholes are paying you. Why'd you go into town?
Why just
Reasons.
Are you paying us? Are you offering payment for this? The information's worth money.
Next job, no contract.
You mean no competition?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever you want.
Wow.
It's work. I don't need it in a big hurry. Whenever you guys feel like it. It's because we have such a good relationship, you know.
Oh,
I was like, oh, for fuck's sake, just do it.
I've been wanting to do something like this for a very long time.
Hell, I'll start you higher. I'll give you a bonus just for talking to me.
You?
So, in mechanical
Hey.
terms, he'll say you start higher in the negotiation track.
Hey, you. Why don't you take
I say
a
we do.
Why don't you take a look at this?
So we are telling.
I'm just going to show him the first footage of the cilia,
The ganglia.
the ganglia. This,
No. Like
Dude, oh yeah, like he's
the
gonna
part
suffer.
before the running.
Like he's gonna suffer a trauma loss. Like he's like, dude, I'm sitting on a chair of babies right now. I
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
All right, in A-17. Those things are nasty. You guys going in there?
More or less. We figured out a way that we can go in
Talking
from the
to
other
him.
side.
Oh no, it's not talking.
Talking to
It's
him.
actually not talking to him is going to do that.
So,
You guys are going there even with Senpai's leg all fucked up?
Well, here's the
Oh
thing.
man, the machine is pissed.
They know.
Woohoo, the radio chatter. Oh man.
Oh fuck.
One of those guys you killed apparently operated the still at Blackside 14. Don't tell anyone I told you. But he was real popular.
Well, maybe they shouldn't have tried
Glad
to kill
this
us.
amuses you.
Well, I mean, yeah. I guess.
But anyways, actually,
we were outnumbered.
No, don't mistake me knowing everything about you for giving a shit. What are you going to do about this crazy thing? Why you need the Godfather's help?
there's a.
We don't really need their help as much as we need their sewer. We have a plan.
Wait, hold on. Let me. One of their. No, might as well be honest. One of the guild people set up a trap in the dry freezer with claymores. We get in through the drainage pipe, lure it in there, set off all the claymores, and duck in through there so we don't get blown up along with it.
Wow, that's smart for those guild kids.
Yeah.
Did they do it?
No, they set it. She couldn't get the drain pipe open before she did it. That's why we're going in through the sewers so we can open it up quietly.
Well, they would be smart enough to get the idea and not execute it.
Yeah.
So you're going to open up the sewers, set off the explosives yourselves, save the day, get the money, all that kind of stuff?
That is
Pretty
the plan,
much.
yes.
How much you getting paid for it?
87 credits? Or bounty?
So you know there's another way out of those sewers, right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So you guys have to do that now?
Yes.
That was the plan.
Alright, I'll be back with you in just a couple minutes. I gotta confer with my better half.
Okay.
Mrs. You?
Like, no,
Or Dr.
Thanks,
Dr. E.
No, I was like, thanks, Other Barry.
Yeah. So, I say we on standby before we go in to exit.
He would have found out anyway.
God damn it! Why could we just hang up on that SOB?
Well, first, turn all the devices off.
Yeah,
Hold
well,
your hands
that's
over the mics. In case there's spyware.
mine's already. I can disconnect mine immediately.
No. Put your hand over.
Alright, yeah, you drive up to the sewer junction. It's on the edge of town.
Yeah.
You see people that don't look particularly holy or well taken care of at all.
Right.
Sewers, open sewers. They're just pouring things down gutters in the streets.
Yeah.
Tents. Some houses are burned down. Just the utter ghetto.
Yeah. No.
But it's a holy ghetto.
Anyways, we want them to be happy with us because if we're not useful to them, that's when they send someone else to kill us.
I just don't think it's a good idea to give them at least as much information.
I believe we can't lie. We can't cover this up. We can't. They're gonna figure it out. We have to play ball.
Mr. Yu is definitely
He might
already
actually have something we can use.
Well, he might make us a counter offer. Say do something else. It seems like didn't you pick up on Pastor Tomlinsonberg not wanting to calling the recession unholy and shit like that? He doesn't want to go back into the settlement. He doesn't want to go back into the fold. I mean, to be fair, if I was Tomlinsonberg, I wouldn't want to go either. Look, he's a fucking king there. So, and the DHQS is probably interested in integrating them, taking this back. This is pretty prime real estate, and look at the kind of resources they have. So,
I couldn't see it, but was I hearing fucking sprinklers?
yes, exactly. And they had a gas power mower. Not even a push mower. Not even a push mower. They were wasting gas on the fucking lawns.
This place.
So, John, just to explain to you why that's a bad thing, you've seen us eke out a living for gas and water and food.
The recession isn't that much better for the most of it. Especially for him, his main thing for him is
Actually, the question: how much better is the recession, John?
no zombies. That's the biggest.
Well, I can definitely see
Yeah.
that. That would be a huge selling point.
No cannibals, no death cultists. That's another big plus.
Some of those
Crazy factions. So,
well, there is that.
Yeah. So there's some other things. So
All right, your message pings again.
yeah. Hi.
Is it you again?
Yeah. All right, I talked. Counter offer. So you're opening these sewers, correct?
Yes.
I assume they'll seal them after you.
Yes.
So anyway, I could help without that. All right, so here's my counter offer. I'll give you 100 bounty to go in the sewer, lure it in, take a detour, and leave the door open.
Wow.
wait, let it run rampant?
So
Yes.
just to make sure that we're understanding this, you're offering us 100 bounty over the 87 bounty. So basically an additional 13 over what we would have normally had to just...
Well, I don't think you're going to get that 87, but I'll give you 100. That's what I can swing. And make some pretty profit, pull a grate off of a walk-in freezer, make some noise, hide for a bit, go home, reach your bin for it.
And let the ganglia just run loose through Ivory Plains, starting with the poorest section.
Hey, you know how they operate? Because we could talk about something else if you can read the minds.
So, but you're still...
I'm paying you to walk through some shit, remove a grate, and go home. Anything else I can take care of on my end.
Actually, can we cover the mics for a second?
Can we confer for a moment? Or we are. Give us a second. Yes. What do you...
We could tell him about that one guard that offered me something. Anything to get out of there and into the...
Yeah, take him with us.
Or tell this guy about him. I have his contact information.
Why does you want him?
If he gives or information about the inner workings of this place, the guy works as a guard in there.
Yeah.
He said he'd be willing to do anything.
He doesn't give a shit about this place.
He doesn't care about how Ivory Plains works. He was asking if we had any idea how the ganglia worked. He's trying to say that maybe the ganglia won't come up and wreak havoc and eat everybody here in Ivory Plains. Maybe.
But if it should, it's no skin off his nose.
Honestly, I'm beginning to see some of the bigger picture.
Do you really think that you would give two shits about anybody in this entire complex?
He sits on a chair.
Possibly excepting Mrs. E or Miss E.
So no, I don't trust her. It's like I don't trust her at all. Or sorry about you, but that's.
I definitely don't trust you.
But no, even in the case, no, I give a shit about the people who are trying to eke out the living. If this thing comes, that's like roaring out, or more accurately, slinking out and adding to its collective.
Here's the other problem. If we do the job for you, we're less likely to catch a bullet in the skull. If we don't do the job for you, Ivory Plains will live, but we will almost likely get killed for it.
What do you mean? Just the danger of, like, trying to kill that thing?
Not just the danger of trying to kill that thing. I don't think we're... Honestly, I figure that our chances of surviving that are about 50-50.
Yeah.
Okay? But those of us who actually manage to walk away from this...
Yeah.
...are probably going to be on U's bad side. And if we're on U's bad side, that's a good place to catch a bullet in the head. You know that, right?
He's not going to waste any special effort to kill us if we don't do this.
Yeah, it's not us. Like at this point, it's just an offer. It's not we're actively screwing him over on anything.
He doesn't have to spend any extra effort. Didn't you hear the subtle threat in what he was saying?
That's just how he talks. He's always threatening.
No, the thing is,
there were like 4 distinct threats in there.
You guys, you're missing the larger picture. The larger picture is that the stewards are trying to wipe out all the enclaves, or at least this is the second enclave. Like the first enclave, we remember with the Combine, that was a ruined enclave that was destroyed by the stewards. We have strong evidence of that. Now he's asking us to destroy another enclave. This is obviously a pattern that they're trying to... My guess is the government's going to try and expand the recession, but they don't want to have to deal with independent enclaves. So...
Besides, we're all dead out here.
Instead of having to go through political
What
negotiations.
independent enclaves?
Yeah.
Everyone out here is dead.
Right.
By the way, Jean, are you
So that's
getting
very-
all of this? Please tell me you're getting all of this.
Stuff that'll get
Should
you killed.
I?
No.
Yes.
No. If you don't want to die. I
I don't want to die.
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
I don't want to die. Are you really talking about doing this to these people?
No,
I'm saying no for political considerations because we don't want to give the stewards too much power.
Political considerations?
Yeah, no.
That's why you don't kill hundreds of people? The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, it's...
This is what living out here does.
Yeah.
Everyone rolls self-control. You've all considered it. You've made a choice no, but you entertained the discussion.
Yeah.
This is your life now. These are the people you work with. You entrust your life to people who are actually talking
I made
about
it.
this.
So.
8/2.
Yeah.
All right. Then you're fine.
So.
I made it.
Welcome to the waste.
What is he so freaked out about?
Actually, look right at him for a moment. Just considering and doing are two entirely different things. Do you want to know why we're considering this? We are considering what will happen if we do it, what will happen if we don't. Which one is going to have the bigger repercussions? Now, you've met these people. You see what this settlement is like. I don't want to help E out in any way. I don't want to help you out in any way. Those vowels are scary people. We've seen what they do to people who work with them.
Yeah.
And they will kill them just as soon as look at them.
Okay, so we're going to vote.
I am voting against it.
Yeah.
But
I think we're all voting against it.
Yeah.
I don't like if we kill too many enclaves, the stewards will have no stewards around anyway. So yeah, pull them back. Say, we consider the offer, but we think we're actually afraid that the ganglia will start. We're worried about it. What enclave it's going to hit next? Those things we don't know. They move fast. All right, we want it dead. It's a very scary thing.
Roll deception.
All right. Yeah. 7 overall.
And just to come across as a little bit more cool and calculating, and besides you, really, A 13 bounty markup? That's the best you can do? Killing an enclave for an extra 13. I thought that the going rate for betrayal was 30 pieces of silver. Clay.
Honestly, you shouldn't have made it that personal. I should have just said, no, I'm afraid of my own... He understands, like, not wanting to die more than, like, morality. So, should have left it at that. But anyways.
No, the price of morality...
Stop confusing architecture and art, Patrick Schumer.
Nice.
Well said, Ludwig. All right, so who's going to go into the stinky, smelly sewer first?
I'm the escape driver. So
Might as well be me. It's always
The criteria for architecture after the tsunami is humbleness. Kingo Kuma. All of you roll self-control.
Yep.
Yep.
No.
Ludwig doesn't talk that often. That's not his algorithm. Someone's triggering him remotely and picking quotes remotely.
God damn it.
So he's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened.
What do I take on that stressor?
Stress, yeah. Thank you. They're everywhere. They're listening. They're in the skies.
Yeah. Shit.
Off switch on Ludwig.
Actually, we need him to help. I need to keep him active to lure zombies away for the escape.
Wait, are you just inputting in manually, or do you have a wireless connection to command him?
It's, I don't know. Whatever.
Through the
You have to pilot him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, he has
He can
autopilot.
follow you.
He has autopilot.
Yeah, but if you pilot him,
Yeah.
if you send him off by himself, you have to pilot him.
Yeah.
If you want the extra action, you spend it piloting
Yeah.
him instead of doing it yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you want him to just follow you around, that's
Yeah.
for free. All right, what are you guys going to do?
Sewers.
Oh, I have carpet armor. Does anybody want that? Actually, that wouldn't matter with this.
So, no.
They might.
Well, if we run into any
They're still
casualties,
using teeth.
Yeah, that's true.
well, if we run into any
I will
casualties
take
down
it.
there too.
All
so.
right. Standard carpet armor, no upgrades. I don't think you can upgrade it. Yeah, you can upgrade it. So it's on, well, there's no page numbers. But it's carpet armor. All melee damage reduced to stun damage. So I guess it covers
ridiculous,
everything.
but it'll work.
Yeah.
Everything but that. It's also extremely hot. All endurance is ×2.
Fair enough.
So, we rested though, so some of our endurance has come back, right?
No.
Maybe.
We drove.
No, you have to spend rations to gain endurance back.
Okay, no problem. So,
Sleep's nice. It keeps you from dropping.
Yeah.
But
It keeps from further penalties.
you still need
It's not like great sleep. We're not in a Marriott or anything.
Yeah. So yeah. Who's going down and who's going to the site?
I'll go down with him.
All
I
right.
guess I'm going down because I have to.
Dude, what? You're not. Well, you better not get injured.
I'm the only one with will, so if it's,
I have one will.
So, well, from the mechanics roll, if this screws up, so
He's
Ross,
also the only one who knows how to break the grate out without sledgehammering it open.
No, anybody with mechanics can do it.
Yeah, and he's the only one with mechanics.
I have mechanics.
but I,
You're driving on top.
I know, but I'm giving him my tool.
yeah, you're in my tool. So,
Yeah.
So you can-
So since Tom doesn't have mechanics and I don't have mechanics, we have to have Aaron in the sewer.
Yeah.
All right.
But since Aaron has to be in the sewer and he's wounded, that's why I'm going down here too.
Oh
just
shit!
because-
Yeah. Try not to get any nasty water in your wounds. There.
Fortunately, we got some-
Septis sucks.
They just disinfected it, all right? They must have done
Yeah,
that
but
when that shit
we're
was
going into poop water.
Yeah.
And I have drank
Not
enough.
really. This was poop water 5 years ago.
It's petrified poop water.
Yeah.
but
All I know is I drank it to heal myself in another game.
12, it's like 12 over 2 scavenging roll. I find some hefty bags to roll up over it. So.
Okay, yeah. Your wound is hefty bagged.
Thank you.
Very professional.
Yeah.
That's what I did when I sprained my ankle and I couldn't wear a shoe.
All right, so you head down there. It's hard going. It's 5 years of disused sewer, so lots of runoff, lots of clumps of shit. But you can, with the directions of Kowloon, you can hack your way through it. So Kowloon, what are you doing?
Avoiding direct combat.
Driving the Humvee to
Winchester.
Winchester?
Yeah, the
Oh yeah, no, the retirement. I forgot its name. Proper name. So,
Or is it Westminster?
Westminster. So, yeah, for the escape zone, should I be parked near you? I guess I should be parked near the dry room, or the dry freezer. So I guess the closest exit to it would be where I'd be trying to... I guess, first off, see how many casualties are in the vicinity.
Not many.
Okay. And so we're still in... Actually, I'll go into the fenced area, so I don't have to worry about them. And then basically, as soon as they're getting ready to do that, I'll drive out to wait and stand by. But I'm not going to sit there the entire time so that they... I don't want to draw a bunch of zombies right there. But basically, I'm going to try and get as close to the exit, so in case they need to run out the front door, they can do that. So, and you guys have the keys. So, yeah. So I'm going to the staging area.
Okay.
Mujan's with me, so, and Ludwig. So, yeah. Yeah.
So you can.
All right. So you're hacking through the sewers. It is very narrow. Who is first?
Wait, but can we actually shift positions in this tunnel at all?
No.
Then, well, shouldn't he be the one if he has to get the thing open?
No, I mean, if you're stopped, you can. I mean,
Yeah,
somebody can...
We can move around, but if you
Not
need me,
calm.
You're not going to do it quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should be in the middle. So
All right, I'll take point.
All
Yeah,
right.
you've got the melee weapon, too. Just remember, it's like chivalry, dude.
Actually, at this point, no, I know. I want this thing to die now.
Yeah.
It freaked me out. I'm not going to let this go.
All right. You see many drains above you. Some are dripping from streets. You see gutters. But you're heading up into pitch darkness. All of you roll self-control. It is a
Like flashlight. Well,
post-apocalyptic, dark, enclosed sewer.
I told you that.
So I'm good.
And we're kind of like, it's business.
8/1.
This is the pleasant part of the job compared to what's next.
Yeah.
All right. You're trying to figure out where it's at. Which drain is the drain you need to hack through and the grate to remove, because everything is dark, or if it's inside, and everything is light if it's outside, as you're hawking through literally kilometers of tunnel. So...
Are there any signs on the walls?
No. It's a sewer.
Awareness?
No.
Well, no, for street signs.
So awareness isn't going to cut it. You know roughly the area you need to be looking. Someone needs to indicate which grade it is.
So you can navigate from up top. Tell us where to go.
Yeah, so I guess foresight or architecture or what?
It would be
It's architecture.
You know where it is.
Yeah.
But they don't know, and you don't know where they are at.
Oh, yes, he does.
We both have UV
UV.
space.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
And I have
Spin a charge?
And I have my camera, so let's.
I mainly hurt things.
Now, why am I going to say the UVIC specs probably don't work?
It's future. It's 20
Because
years.
you're in a big concrete tunnel.
With holes in the top?
Okay.
They work in subways.
I'll roll for it.
All right.
I will roll for it. They work, yeah. You get a grainy message.
All right.
You know roughly where they're at.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So I will direct them.
How
So
many
you
more
roll
grades?
architecture to explain it in such a way as they can determine which grade it is.
Yeah. 12/2.
All right, you tell them to mark their steps. They go forward. They think they know roughly what grade it is. So they look up. They see a dark room.
All right. Can they see a claymore from there?
Well, it's the grates.
No, not through a sewer grate.
All right. Fair enough.
So, guess this is me.
You can spend charges on it, and I haven't used it all this
Yeah,
adventure.
All right, so if you can get around me.
Yes, they can.
Yeah, I can do it, but it's also climbing up.
Just
Too,
suck
which
your
is
guy.
probably going to be endurance to get
Like,
it up
I
there.
have no gut. It's just like,
All right.
Because
so I'll
how
boost him up.
how far is it up from the floor of the sewer?
Oh, it's,
Yeah.
you haven't stood up straight for a while. It is not. You don't have to reach very hard.
Okay, good.
It is
So-
a sewer.
All right, so yeah, I'll go ahead and do my mechanics roll and spend off charges on the
as we're doing,
toolkit.
like, hey,
How many are you spending?
what was the last Final Jeopardy you ever watched?
I'll go spend 5. So
The last Final Jeopardy I saw was cartoon characters.
So
This
that'll be
cartoon
plus
mouse
5 on that.
All
'Cause
right.
we're not
was
screwing
typified
around.
by his eye patch and his follower who wore a smoking jacket.
Oh, it's Danger Mouse, clearly.
Critical success.
Clearly.
With a critical success. All right, I'll say you figured out that the grate is already damaged from where she picked at it, and she already managed to separate most of the pipes. So you've got a small acetylene shorts. You can acetylize the rest. You can get it with one big whack.
So that's what we
You
move.
get one big whack of the hammer, and then it will open up a hole.
Okay, guys, what I need you to do.
No. But now this is the time.
Well, you're
to
not
back.
making any noises before the big whack, so that's your crit success. You've made some light, some melting sounds. You've cut pipes. It's not load bearing. You cut the rebar supporting the concrete. It's just one big hammer blow should do it, but then that's going to make noise.
All right, Malleus, that should be you.
Before we get there, Ross, what's your tough spot?
Fuck me.
That should be your toast.
My tough spot is zombie barricade expert.
Oh man, well go ahead and take a point of will for that.
Fuck me.
Oh, no.
What?
So as you're waiting, a truck pulls up. Four
Yeah.
gentlemen with guns step out.
Yeah.
Mr. Eames, you need to come with us. Bring Mr. Jean too.
We're currently in the middle of the job. You're threatening all of our lives by doing this.
No, we're not, sir. We're here for your protection. Mr. Pastor Tomlinsonberg's worried about you. He wants you to be safe.
I'm in the fenced-in areas. You can see there are no casualties. I'm fine.
Sorry, I have my orders, sir. You need to come with me.
I'm sorry. I can't let you.
I'm sure your
Intimidation.
friends will be fine.
I'll make an intimidation check. You don't know what it's like out of the wall. You're a bunch of soft little pansies with your goddamn lawnmowers and your lawns and your sprinklers. You don't know what it's like out here. Look at the smell of death, man.
All right.
Can you look at a smell?
Dude, this is one of those places I can actually see the stench.
Yeah, 6 over 5.
All right, yeah, you're right. We'll trade this on, man. Get to roll sensitivity.
Okay. Nope, do not make that.
All right.
But yeah, I have my gun in my lap. I turn the car on. I'm just like, give him my best crazy eye.
They're very scared. They're
Yeah.
looking around. They want this to end quickly.
Go home, little boys.
Just walk
Please,
away.
sir,
Yeah.
we can't go home without you. We've been given our orders.
Then you'll wait.
You and Mr. Jean need to go with
And
us.
tell them to wait until the job's done.
You're attracting casualties to your position right now. You need to move.
We don't have time to talk about this. Do it.
All right. I have the windows rolled up, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you hear a tink. So you see the tranq dart
Yeah.
embed in your window,
Okay.
roughly where your neck is at.
Holy shit. Okay. I will.
They need a good barricade expert for this new fort they're getting.
Son of a bitch. I will back up out of their line of sight.
They pulled a truck up to you. They have a
Okay.
car too. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no, but I'm. Oh, yeah, the fenced-in area. The semi isn't here. Shit.
Yeah, they're blocking the way out.
Yeah.
You know one place they won't follow you.
Inside. Yeah.
Actually, Ross, there's two places.
Yeah.
There's also hell. Take a hostage, Ross. Take a hostage. The hostage that they will care about.
Let's see here.
You have options.
I do have options.
It's a bold strategy.
Yeah. Let's see here. I will have Ludwig pop open, hit the rear, roll down the rear window, and have Ludwig fire a shotgun round at them. A loud one.
All right, that's a piloting check.
Yeah. So,
Are you just kind of trying to injure them or scare them?
yeah, 11 over 1.
All right.
So, get the fuck out of here!
One of them is hit
Yeah.
at 11 over 1 in the leg.
Yeah.
Ah! 11 damage.
Yeah.
So Ludwig actually has remarkable aim as one of their legs buckles under a hail of buckshot.
You're jeopardizing our safety. You have to get the fuck out.
This is what happens in the real world.
Sorry, I thought it was loaded with rubber bullets.
I thought it was beanbags.
I thought it was rock salt.
Deception.
Bamboo will be the steel of the 21st century. Vote wrong, Mihai. All right, so go team.
All right, are we ready for this?
Yes, well, just we need to,
Oh, fuck beans. Here we go. And smash it through.
The concrete goes crumbling in. You
Clang.
Yeah. Noise crumbling. And you hear this. What was that? I don't know, it's too far away.
So as long as it's way the fuck over there.
where we're heading.
Wait a minute. The claymore is ready to go off. What do we have to do to set the mine off?
You don't know. You haven't been in there yet.
All right. Boost me up quick.
We're not. You just no boosting up. It's
It should
just stand up.
She said it was active.
Okay. Stand up, take a look.
Yeah. So you see that. What do you have to let you know how explosives work?
Your gun dealer.
Awareness, criminality.
It's mechanics.
Mechanics?
Which means he needs to look
definitely
at
be
it.
mechanics.
He needs
All
to
right.
look at it.
Look at it.
So
Out
you're
of the
gonna
way.
boost him up.
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I'll hear it all.
Fuck you all.
I'll boost him up.
I went first.
Will to flip that.
All right. Yeah. It's a unique circuitry setup. But you do realize that she's got it. She's rigged a time lock. Looks like a combination that she's rigged in the inside, makes it basically a basic clockwork timer to it. Apparently, she spent it how many seconds she wants, and that was the plan. Real jerry rigged. No idea if this is going to work or not, depending on hers, but that's how she intended to do it.
So
There's a master clock dial hacked onto a small piece of electronic circuitry. Looks like salvaged from a couple of phones. Hooked, pure IED.
Okay, so
How fucked are we?
we know this thing is coming.
Guys, there's been a complication.
Like,
Yeah, before that you heard,
Yeah.
now it's just nothing. It's as if you're in a gigantic metal box
Oh,
covered with electronics on the outside. Yeah, it's just...
Is there any-
Anyway, Ross, what are you doing?
I'll have Ludwig blind fire a few rounds to shatter their windshields or something. You know, like shoot like just above their heads, or above the. Try and get them to like panic and get the fuck out. Yeah, 3/1. And I'm still dead. Yeah, and just screaming at them to get the fuck out.
Get in the car! Get in the fucking car! He got my boy! He got my boy!
God damn
You son of a bitch! So, shotgun fire towards you. I'd roll Twitch. Your athletics.
I got him down. And
This is precision. You're in a
Alright.
car.
Alright.
You can spend an endurance to do it, but
All right, I make it.
yeah. So your window could only handle so much. As he's just opening up. Apparently, that shotgun blast to the leg didn't do homeboy any wonders.
Yeah.
And apparently his friend's there. Get him in the fucking car. So there's just screaming and shouts and lots of stuff. So you are looking around, and all of you are... Actually, you two are the only ones up there, right? Mm-hmm. So you are, trying to figure out what...
Well, when you say it was rigged by phone, it was just like a cell phone or just the.
It's a master lock dial, which has been gutted, but the dial hooked to electronics hacked to a couple of recycled cell phones, which is then hand wired into electronics, which is wired to a bunch of claymores, which are literally duct taped to the walls.
Oh my god. So
She was working with what she had.
yeah, no, and it's impressive, honestly. But in this turn, it may not do us that much good. So
So as you're figuring this out, you see in the serving line in front of you, as you were whispering, you see a body crawl through the sneeze guard, in between the sneeze guard and where the food was. Then another one crawl under it. You see one crawl on top. You see one crawling on the ceiling and the rafters.
no, it's
And you see it dragging some bodies past it on the ground. Some are walking in the middle of it as if they're in a bunch of vines that just tend to follow them. Parts of the sneeze guard rip off as it gets its tendrils caught. Other parts break and hang where it's at. Both of you roll self-control.
I'm not doing so good.
no.
It's not the first time you saw it, so take two trauma.
God damn you! Welcome to Crumble. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
No, that's fine. Nothing happens. You get to pick crumbles later. Nothing happens in the moment.
So,
IP, tell me how the bomb works.
well, no, it's time.
But apparently it's not going towards you. There's something more interesting. Drawing it towards it.
Yeah.
IP, tell me how the bomb works now, please.
So it's it's a timer. That's all it is.
Okay, get in the sewer right now.
How are we going to track this
Wait,
thing?
did you crumble?
No,
I
didn't.
did.
Okay.
Get in the sewer.
Kowloon, what are you doing?
So are they still firing at me?
Oh, yeah. The one guy is. The other two have left their friend.
Are they just running out of their car?
No, they pulled out with the pickup.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was just one car full of guys.
It was.
Okay.
You shot one.
Yeah.
He took 11 damage to his. He took 10 damage to his leg.
Yeah.
He's
And
bled
1
out.
damage to the torso.
He's down.
Okay.
That was apparently the son
Yeah.
of the one that's left.
Okay.
And the other two can't calm his ass down, so they have left.
Okay.
So he is ripping open the gate.
All right.
And
Drive check.
reloading and coming
I'm driving
at you.
through them.
All right, roll drive.
Yeah.
And in the words of every player character ever,
I will use that willpower to flip that.
Okay.
I'm about to do something really stupid.
So you're driving at him. Actually, you roll a black, I'll roll a red. We'll see if he gets a shot off first.
Okay. I got black 5.
You definitely got him first. So he raises the gun and you see him go flying backwards onto the dead son's body. Roll that self-control check.
They were trying to kidnap me or kill me. I make it anyway, so yeah.
Fuck him.
Well, they were trying to kidnap me.
Yeah, no, it's
And
fine.
enslave me. Like they just,
Rationalization is a way of self-control. That
Yeah.
works out.
they were trying to enslave me. Like,
Okay, so since he told me how the bomb works, and I know that it's turn the dial and then it'll boom.
It is not going towards your noise. There's more noise. There's big,
I'm not about
interesting
to
noise.
make
everywhere.
noise. I'm just going to start plinking off faces, one by one,
All right, roll check.
until I get its attention.
oh yeah.
That first one is a 13 over 4.
That got its attention. So you find one in the middle that seems to be sort of serenely walking among you, and then its head goes. You can't tell if it's dead because it still keeps moving. It sort of turns with all the other heads towards you.
Hey, ugly.
Yeah.
And now we run.
All right. Foresight. Did you time it right?
I'm glad I'm underneath this.
Yes. Yes, I did.
What do you roll?
crawling.
6 over 2.
Yeah.
All right. So you will time it right. By the time it gets to where you're standing next to the timer, the bomb will go off when it's there. Now it's the athletics to check to see if you get out of the way before it does.
I guess it's our cue. Oh, we should go.
We're already backing up. So.
When I dropped him in, I said, and now you run.
I like that. Fair enough.
So I really want to make this one, so I am
I'm going to the
spending
evac,
5.
by the way.
And that is a critical success.
Yep.
Yeah.
Double 4s.
All right, yeah. Good job. So you jump down in the sewer. You hear it doesn't scream. It doesn't even click like the rest of them. It just grabs. Some of them crab walk. They don't move according to how their limbs work. It comes flooding in after you and tries to pour down the hole. You see the first face come dropping in, and then you hear a... And then it just sounds like you spilled a million toothpicks on top of piano wire. The face in front of you that was kind of in a rictus of coming towards you kind of goes slack. It drops to the ground, and then just sludge goes pouring down, and then tiny round metal balls.
Somebody won at the Chinko.
I still heard man, it would have sucked. Been
You heard an explosion behind you.
God, I hope that was a good explosion.
Are you a good explosion or a bad explosion?
And then you see the door fly off its hinges.
Okay.
There was more than one.
Fuck.
And it is rolling towards you in the car.
Okay.
So what are you doing?
We're driving.
That's a drive check.
We're driving, okay. Let's...
Here's it. The explosion or the thing?
Yes, thank God. 7/5.
All right. You are accelerating as fast as you can, and you see it behind you.
Yeah.
Keeping pace. It basically gets a couple on the ground, kind of launches a bunch through the air with strands. They start dragging the others for you. Your eyes hurt to look at it. It's just splotching forward, like silly putty falling down steps.
Yeah.
Just heading towards you. You're outpacing it so far, but it's getting closer. Also, you're heading down the road towards Ivory Plains.
Damn it.
Am I outrunning the Jeep that I shot up?
No. The truck is ahead of you.
Okay.
You do see them ahead on the road go.
Look at what you did! Look at what you did! Look behind you! So I'm going to try and scream at them, make it, place the blame on them.
All right, it's fine, but they don't hear you.
Yeah.
And maybe get the guys in Ivory Plains.
Well, I will gesture wildly to, look behind them, so they'll see it, and maybe forget.
Oh, no, they saw it. That's why they swerved.
Yeah.
In terror.
Get on Ubik and say, fuck it.
Call the town. Let them know what's coming.
Call town. We ran into... get the guards already. It's coming right for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently the flying spaghetti monster is real.
Yeah. Basically, my plan is to run up towards the guard towers and then take a left, and so the guard towers will see it and shoot it. And
all right, that's a maneuver, so that's going to be another drive check.
Oh, God.
So let's see how well you manage that.
Thank God. 10/1, yes.
All right, so the truck comes rushing towards the door. They are trying to get in, but you wide-banded across Ubik.
Yeah.
So the guys are just trying to climb the fence and hide.
Yeah.
You see them start shooting as the rest of the guards start shooting. So it comes rolling forward towards you. You fishtail the Humvee past the truck, turn around and go reverse in the other direction. It seems to have trouble cornering.
Sean, get footage of this!
Sean is screaming.
Get footage!
As he has been during all of the shooting.
Get fucking footage, you son of a bitch! Put a camera on it!
Oh, come on.
You do it, I will kick you out.
Can he intimidate him to start filming?
Yeah, no, he will. He's filming.
Yeah. All right, good.
All right, so...
Because I think this job is washed.
Yeah.
You got out of the way.
Yeah.
It comes rolling over the truck.
Yeah.
As the guy in the back becomes part of it now. You see him sort of separate amongst the black strands very quickly. And then you just see them opening up from behind you. Now, here's the thing. They're not very concerned about Field of Fire looking at this abomination against God and nature.
Yeah.
So make another drive check to ditch it without stopping as they are just spraying in pain.
7 over 4.
All right, you make it to the drive check, so John doesn't get shot and you don't get shot as every guard on the tower just starts opening
They
up.
light it up. Do they
Make it
actually drop
rain.
it?
Well, let's see.
Make it rain.
They have not dropped it.
Oh, shit.
It is breaking through. You see parts of it dropping, being dragged behind it, but it is still up.
Okay.
Like, keep it up!
yeah, fucking fire. Hold the line. He's like,
It is. They are not holding the line. It is throwing people up the tower. It's tangling itself in concertina wire. It is crawling over the walls. It is not distracted by anything.
Okay.
As they're all shooting from one direction.
I will roll down the window and do a drive-by.
All right. That's a shoot.
Yeah, I will spend 6, or actually, I'll spend 4 to hit it because I've fully reloaded them. My God, fuck, Jesus Christ! Yeah, 12 over 9. I hit it. Well, 16 over 9 actually with the bonus.
You peel another one off of it.
Well, can I add for auto fire?
Yeah, but
Right.
there's a lot of them.
Okay.
It's a gestalt. You do realize that your silenced pistol is not more stimulating than the other unsilenced guns going off in a huge cacophony.
Okay.
You need something more distracting than large amounts of gunfire.
Okay.
Gas can for the back of the
Ludwig
Jeep.
on full volume, and I start laying in the horn.
Again, not louder than gunfire.
Okay. I literally have nothing else I can do.
What about the
Ross.
truck, though, that was...
Wreck the Humvee into it. That's going to make a big boom.
But that won't distract it. It'll just stay there. Like it's.
It will be pinned there by the strands that you pin it
okay.
between the Jeep, and it will have trouble moving over the fence.
Okay.
You can also try and hit the Jeep's gas tank.
I was going to say gas tank on the back,
Okay.
road flare.
Okay. Yeah, spin one of David's Hall to do that. So,
Let's make it a nice little cocktail.
all right, so I stopped for a distance to get the gas can and the road flare, and yeah, try and.
Roll foresight.
All right.
Do you know where it packed it?
I do not.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, the gas can should be obvious, but the flare's not so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is moving over the fence. It is overwhelming them. You see a man get dragged over the side.
Okay.
They start screaming.
Do so again, or can I try again?
No, it's one and done on foresight.
Okay.
Scavenging? Can you
There's
find-
not one on the road.
I'm saying something else to make fire. Maybe if you throw the gas can open and then shoot the fumes.
No.
Now that's actually what
That
it
doesn't
does.
work. Yeah, I don't. I mean, unless anybody left other equipment in here, because you took my toolkit.
But you have my toolkit. I traded it off with you.
Can
And it's got a
use this
weapon
toolkit to have a torch?
and suddenly torture...
I'll give you another foresight roll for
Alright. Critical failure.
it. Nope.
Damn it.
He's out of fluid.
Yeah.
Do you want to let it get it over the wall, or you can drive away?
Yeah.
We don't get paid if we drive away.
No, you get paid. Gilf pays you.
Yeah.
Oh.
We
Well,
cleared it.
We're at Ivory Tower, but still, these are people dying. Innocent people who even.
Yeah, no, I committed to saving them. Get the fuck out, Ludwig. Get out. We're getting. Yeah.
Create a wall barrier
I'm
with
glad my gear is packed in, Ludwig. On Ludwig. Yeah, just set it to go. Do I have to make a roll for that, or does it just?
Mechanics, I'll say you could do it.
All right. Well, actually, I already rolled, so 8 over 1.
Yeah. So with mechanics,
Yeah.
you take a crowbar that you've got, you ram it on the gas.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Ludwig.
Well, this is your quote, so this is.
Yeah.
Ross?
Yeah.
This is the perfect time for you to drive angry.
The meaning resides in one's own experience, making the everyday the exceptional.
So yeah, it goes wheeling out, it rams into the truck. It does not ignite.
Yeah.
But you see, you start to see it for what it is now. It's just a horde of them coming out of their backs and faces. They all crawl on the outskirts, join together. But there's a number that were pinned still against the bed of the Jeep, and they're still eating the ones there. So they're trying and ripping against the sinews. So it stopped their rise. The concertina fire slowed them enough that they got stuck and didn't totally overrun the place. And then you see it is trapped long enough that more people come running down the street. Bigger volume of fire pouring into the Jeep, pouring into the truck, and then the inevitable, and then, and the whole thing goes up. It goes writhing in the heat, in flames. The fence starts melting, and you see the casualties moving in from the sides, all directions towards the loud noise.
We're moving away. Yeah.
No, moving towards you. So you need to hoof it.
Yeah.
But yes, the Humvee is no more.
Yeah. Well, that was a thing. At least your upkeep's lower now.
There is that.
So, just me us at the...
The team, oh god, please make it. I don't want to be alone.
I guess like the great...
Oh yeah, self-control. You don't know if they survived.
Thank God. 7 over 5 or 4. Yeah,
You're professional enough to know you not to panic.
that's not going to help things.
So you eventually, after spending all the haul and rations and running, arrive with Ludwig to where they've come up out of the sewers.
Yeah.
How are you guys celebrating your victory?
Actually, we're more just like kind of, holy shit, we made that.
We killed it. We got to get the fuck out. They tried to kidnap me and enslave me. So I shot it back at them, and then there was another gangler. We should go.
This is gonna be a silly question. Where's the Humvee?
Funny thing, the other gangler went towards Ivory Plains, and
It's like someone led them there.
well, what was I going to do? Go into the Lost and get trapped by it?
Just fucking with you, man.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping that they would have the gunfire power to stop it. But
They did.
They didn't.
Eventually.
Yeah. Well. Second questioning my decision to spare them. But yeah, no, I had to sacrifice the Humvee in order to stop it from eating the town. There's footage, John. You son of a bitch! You better have gotten footage.
I footage.
Yes.
Give me your camera. I'm copying it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're walking.
Hey,
Sean,
hey, you know what?
Oh, no.
You did good.
Sean,
No.
It's gonna be
Sean,
fine.
that was a very good thing you did. That footage is going to be the perfect end to your film. You're going to do a great job, buddy. Now, come on, let's walk through
Do you
the
remember when
waves.
Vice existed? You're gonna be the new Vice.
Vice was eaten.
We're going to go home.
That's why he's the new Vice.
But actually, that was I think you did the right thing.
All right. So you get 97 for Jean's last payment. He will not be paying you again. With the job and Jean, that's 97 plus another 7. So you
Is
get
that 7 for the real doll?
yes, you get
So-
104.
104.
Well, wait. The 7. I had 2 shares, so we were doing it. One person gets a share per thing. So I got one of the shares last time. So, do you guys want one of the shares, or do I get my second share?
Give him.
No, I got his
He
share.
doesn't get a share.
So then I get.
Can I be gifted a share since I've been shot up? I know we had a deal, but
fuck it. I want to get the fuck out of this.
I have taken the most physical and mental trauma of the group.
We have all been at the same risk. All right. We have already,
Risk, but actually had it.
You decided to give it away to the boss.
All right, 24 bounty each.
All right.
One person gets a spare.
One person gets a 7. Well, you get the spare.
One person gets 25.
Okay, so you get 25. The rest of us.
Thank you.
And I made more than enough to fulfill my goal.
All right, so let's do the housekeeping before we do questions, comments, reactions, and stuff. So Aaron, you took a crumble.
Yeah.
All right, you get to pick. Do you want to dissociate? Do you want delusion, or do you want dependency?
Dependency.
Dependency. What do you want to be dependent on?
Soma?
Can it actually be any
be a substance. It could be an activity. It's what you... So here's what it says. Dependency forces the taker to rely on some external item as a crutch to get through the agony of existence. More often than not, this takes the form of drugs or alcohol, but players can pick other addictive behaviors such as nymphomania or compulsive gambling, adjust according to your group's comfort level, and avoid triggering subject matter.
Yeah.
Regardless, it is the thought of the next fix that gets the taker to wake up in the morning. They secure the next contract to feed the habit. They maintain ties with dependents only to ensure they don't interfere with feeding the need. Everything exists to serve the next fix. Sometimes things in the field just get too stressful and a taker has to dip into an emergency stash. When characters suffer dependency, they must pay double their breakpoint and upkeep for the remainder of the game. The new costs come from enabling the addiction. If there isn't enough bounty to go around, it requires a self-control check to spend on things other than the addictive behavior. So, if your mom needs something, but you need a fix, you have to try and beat that like a self-control check.
Okay.
If the check is failed, the taker buys more drugs, booze, poker chips, etc., even if their dependents are starving as a result. Assuming the taker can meet the added costs, they remain functioning addicts. However, the market still gets to check the addiction once per game session. If the check fails, the taker must feed the addiction and damn the consequences. I.e., drunk parkour over a casualty-filled street isn't advisable. Or take additional humanity damage. So once per game now, I'm going to ask you to make a self-control check. If you fail, you're going to feed whatever addiction you need right then and there. And that's what happens.
Okay.
Additionally, your break point is now doubled because you're spending a lot of your bounty just to keep yourself
mentally.
Keep yourself right.
Yeah.
That's the dependency.
So, okay.
So what are you dependent on?
So I'll think about that.
A delusion is you have a hallucination. I hear a phone ringing. That's my dead wife out there.
Yeah.
Oh, what did you get that from?
That kind of crap. Or
post-apocalyptic comic book.
yeah, a hallucination, but you make a self-control check. If you fail the self-control check, it's not a hallucination, it's a delusion. You believe it and roleplay accordingly. And then dissociation is you have to make self-control checks to get humanity back from your dependents because you're just pretending. You're just biding time until they're dead like everybody else. You've given up hope of getting out. So what kind of dependency do you want?
Selma would make sense.
It would make sense on that.
Because
So
we do have a supply of it now.
Yeah.
yeah. So I would probably
Pop
be
those pills.
probably going for Symphonia for Soma on a regular
Yeah.
basis, and probably also the companionship at this point. So and
That's going to go well now. She's your dealer.
Yeah.
And you're an addict.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like, now this is, I can understand. This relationship makes
Yeah,
sense.
This makes sense. This is
Yeah.
much better.
actually, no, I'm going to make it funnier too. Just even that it's only
So
gaming,
keep
and I
up the
actually
share
have
of
to
the
get. I actually have to get like a
Did
game.
you split the 7, or is that?
I did not. You said
Okay.
you were taking it.
All right, so so that would be my second share. So
Yeah.
that would be it. So one of you gets it next time.
Okay.
So 8 bounty to work with, and I forgot what was the physical damage healing with the bounty.
Let me look it up so I don't misquote it again.
Let me-
So I can't
if
spend
have it.
anything on skills or equipment without.
Without banking it beforehand.
Okay. So I might as well just put it in my thing. All right. So I fulfilled the second part, the safe house.
Cool. We'll deal with that next week.
Yeah, and then I put So I'm well on the way to my third one.
And I've got my escape hatch now.
Is that your first step?
Yeah,
That's
so
my
we'll do
first
those
step.
vignettes next.
Okay.
It costs double for me though.
I've got it. I just gotta find it.
It's okay.
Because each one is
Damned writing.
for you it's
Why did I
20,
write
but
so
for me
much?
it's 40.
Yeah, that was your disadvantage. Yeah.
I am a fool.
And I, once again, go into my greatest P90X training session ever.
So you can't.
You cannot spend unless you said you were going to spend
I did.
beforehand.
That's exactly. I said I was going to bump up.
You're all fucking P90X all the time.
I said I was bumping up my strength and the three skills I have
So
in
you're
it.
not putting anything really into your.
I am. I have very low upkeep.
Okay. What's your upkeep? It's not that much lower. It's like 8 or
It's
something.
8. I'll still be able to put some in.
Yeah.
The funny thing, mine just kind of went down by 4 points, so yeah.
So yeah, do your calculations. How much you spent for that? Healing in the field. That's healing in the field.
All right, so are we done? Is there anything else?
Well, just questions, comments. What do you guys think?
I like the adventure.
No, I like the idea of the aberrant, and that's a much more horrifying creature that still fits within the context of how the blight works. So,
yeah, I don't think there was much.
I thought it was done really, really well. For me, the big thing was, okay, how do I word this? There were 2 points in the adventure where I thought I absolutely have to step in here because somebody is likely to die here, and I don't want it to be Erin this time.
That's nice. Yeah.
So, how do I work the bomb?
Okay, heal all stun in one location is free.
okay. So,
Heal all stun damage in an additional location. That's one per additional
unarmed melee
location.
and resistance is now 5.
So,
Okay.
Hire a doctor to cure a status effect. You already
How much
got
did
that
you raise
through
it
him.
this time?
okay.
1.
Hire a doctor to avert all kill damage to stun. That's 1
Wait,
per.
how much did I raise my
Convince a
one?
doctor to work on a latent. That's 1.
By 1.
So what damage do you have?
It's 1 each.
I have the one killing
That's
in the
15
leg,
for the
and
skills,
then
though.
the one.
To raise it each one to 5 is 5 points.
14 in my
points.
chest. So,
So 1 to convert. It's 2 to convert both to stuns.
okay.
Yeah, it's 5 point. It's the new skill point cost to raise it up. So like, if you want to raise the skill to 5, it's 5 points.
So that'll leave me with 6.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, that'll just be melee.
Okay. So
So you
everything's
only
stun
have
on
5
me.
points allocated.
Yeah.
Okay. So your equipment is 8, and
I got it.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's all stun. All stun at mine.
Well, here, don't mark it yet.
Yeah.
So you get to heal 1 stun in 1 location for free,
Okay.
and then you can erase the rest of the stun for an additional bounty. So 3 bounty to heal after.
Okay. So
Since you got somebody to work on your status effect.
okay. So if I spend 3, I could heal everything.
Yes.
So if that'd be worth it, or just,
Yes.
if I spend 6 on, I could get to my first one. So goal. But David, come back. So yeah, I'll spend the 3 to get that on there, and then spend 3 on that. So
Okay.
that's the better option because, and then I'll do the vignettes next time for my humanity. So although I'm probably the one going the craziest
My only
here.
question
So.
for the adventure was: were there any other ways to kill the ganglia other than the trap? Because I mean, it's like as a boss monster.
Yeah, it's got mass and hit points.
Yeah. So I don't like.
If we if we could have put enough lead down range, in theory, we could have killed it.
Yeah, for headshots, yeah.
But that,
The thing about Ganglia is different. It's got initiative, it's got speed, unlike vectors.
yeah.
And whereas vectors, with every successful attack, you just had +1 for every mass, so you don't need calculating. Ganglias can make separate attacks for every mass. So if it catches you, basically it pulls you apart.
Yeah.
But yeah, you hit it, and yeah, that's one of the aberrants.
Yeah.
I want to do aberrants so you're not fighting the same fucking type of zombie.
No,
that's a good idea.
But I also don't want to do anything. Oh, it's a Left 4 Dead zombie. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a this. So
No, that was unique. So
Yes.
that actually
Yeah,
was really frightening
a
because
big hive mind, crawly mass of them.
No, I really like it. It's just wondering
The
how
first
it could be
appearance
killed.
and the fact that it scared the bejesus out of Malleus
Yeah.
kind of set the tone for it. And the second appearance, where it put the body against the window and just dragged it across to find us.
Oh, hey guys, how you doing?
well, and I like that.
Go on inside.
And I like that you have it acting like a virus or bacteria, in that it's just that it's going on basic instinct at this
Yeah.
point. It's not trying to create some sort of
Yeah, but I want aberrants to not fit. Like, I want them to be vaguely supernatural or alien
Yeah.
or like so.
The fact that it was watching
Because I want doctors who study the blight too long to just go nuts because science isn't working right.
Right.
And what it gave me the thought of, just because, well, I've played too much with you two gentlemen.
Yeah.
I thought, once you put the thing against the window, the first thought that hit my mind, and I did not say it aloud, was, holy shit, it's learning, we need to go now.
What's more important is that it's learning.
All right, it was a good time. So next time we'll have to deal with the repercussions of all the people we pissed off. But fortunately, no one will be able to tell anybody that I shot at those guys because they're all dead.
Yep. This should be your standard operating procedure.
Well, it's
unless they radioed ahead and then we're screwed.
If it
I don't
fits,
think
I
they're
fits.
that well organized. Yeah. They were probably just running away. Anyways, we'll find out next time. All right, see you guys.